Hell yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Annihilation awaits us in the hold. And since Oblivion is a popular word this week, I put it as the first word of the title. So there you go. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, U2 sucks.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you
fuck
too.
those.
They have a couple. They have some good songs though. We admit.
They have one good album, and that's the one they did with Brian Eno under like a different name.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. These are the hot political takes you will get from the Varangian broadcast.
Yeah, fuck you
Stay
too.
tuned for more. Who else
You
fucking
too,
sucks,
yeah.
guys? Let's see.
Yeah. Or Eno tracks, like some of the early songs, apart from that, yeah, not overrated.
Yeah, it's not, honestly, it's not that they're terrible, it's just that they're overrated, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess once they were like, "Hey, have this on your phone, you can't delete it."
Well, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, the iPhone gate kind of was the turning point, honestly. Which is kind of funny how that's such a moment in history. In the history of the internet, why do I have to listen to YouTube? How dare you?
Yeah.
In the grim dark future of 2007, there was only U2.
What a
Okay,
terrible
Annihilation Hole, boom, there it is on the stream. Oh, I have to fix the portraits though.
Yeah.
None.
Here we are, everybody.
Yay.
That's all your tokens. That's everybody.
There you go. Names only. There it is.
Or my.
Let me give everybody access to these.
Oh yeah.
I would like around that one there in the bottom.
Shrank that shit down. There we go.
Oh no.
Which one on the? Oh, Steamboat one.
Yep. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'll be totally honest. I'm beginning to see Clockwork Sorcerer making a lot of sense.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry I spoiled that. I hope you forgive me or send me to hell, one or the other.
To hell.
Alright, everyone should
with you.
Everyone should have access to everybody at this point. Alright. Do we want to start with characters? June, you want to go first?
Hold on, I gotta cover this guy's eyeball with myself. He's blind.
He has to self.
In one eyeball.
There we go.
So I am playing the brother of another character in a different game who goes by Stephanie the Slayer Murphy. And this is Randall the Terrifier Murphy. He's a very beefy armored fellow, but he's also a chef. He's a paladin of glory, and he has the Haunted One background, meaning that he has seen some shit.
What do you guys think?
He's a little smiley guy.
Yeah, no, he's
a happy guy.
He's a happy dude.
There's no annihilation happening here.
It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't look twice. Everything is fine.
Alright. Anything else you want to share?
No, I think that's okay. Besides the fact that he makes delicious treats, and his armor always kind of smells like delicious treats. And you're like, where does he keep it all? And he's got these little side samples full of like biscuits and cookies, and muffins and croissants, and maybe even cannolis. I don't know.
And what are the fusion ones? The muffin, croissant, or
Muffin?
You know, there's like two baked goods they make one, like a muffin infused with something else.
I don't, but I bet you Randall does.
Great. Yeah, they're doing crazy stuff with breakfast.
They're doing, folks.
In the breakfast labs, they are popping off.
Oh, there is
absolute grandmasters in the breakfast.
There is one other thing I would like to tell that he's truly a dark soul in the way that Rob likes to make, where he's like a big guy and he has like a heavy crossbow and a great axe. You can't wield them both at once, and that doesn't matter.
Build strength because building int is for wimps.
For the record, they're called cruffins, not muffins.
I don't like that.
There's they take muffins and they fuse it with. I can't believe that's not muffins.
Wow. Okay.
Well, fuck you too.
Yeah.
No, it's just like it's like a 10-year-old thing that fucking like muffins. You know, like,
Do you hear yourself?
yes. I'm dying on this.
I'm dying on this
All
one,
right.
baby.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
Okay.
Go for it, John.
Do it.
You see that little Red Ranger boy over there? The eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Tatsuya, leader of the Dragon Ranger Sentai. He is finally won his long battle against the nefarious scientific man of Dr. Purple Moon Wizard. But just don't ask him where the rest of his team went during that, where they all went, because he really would not like to think about that.
Yeah.
And if he ever opens up to you about it, start confessing every sin to your god right now.
Don't like that.
Alrighty.
Also, to vindicate myself, I was talking about a cronut.
A cronut.
Cronuts are
Yeah.
banging.
Yeah.
See, I'm not crazy. Okay?
No,
Fuck
you're
you.
not.
Fuck all-
Cronuts are fire.
Carol met you. It's her birthday.
Is this better for June? It is unclear.
Rob, you want to go?
I'd be happy to. So, my character, speaking of doing a Dark Soul, June, have you played Elden Ring, kids? Have you seen Dancing Lion, the most fucking awesome boss in the game? He's one of those.
Very legally distinct.
He is very legally distinct from the boss in Elden Ring, in that he is one dude, not two dudes. He's a
This is
monk.
educational and transformative content.
That's very important.
We're
He is
teaching
a
you
clone.
about how to play D&D right now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And we're also teaching you about how to use fair use
We're also not making any money out
legally.
of this.
How to legally use copyrighted material under fair use. Yes, we're educating you on that
Realistically,
topic.
Realistically, I could be like committing any myriad of profitable crimes right now. So this is actually costing me money and not earning it.
I mean,
So-
the best crimes nowadays are legal, like crypto scams.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So as far removed from a crypto scam as conceivably as possible is Dancing Lion. He's a reborn astral self monk / totem barb. So yes, I will be doing an insane amount of tanking with this build.
All right.
And I think that makes that's at least 3 tanks I'm seeing, and at least 1 person who is going to attempt to commit suicide by monster.
And I assume you mean the mouse is one of the tanks, right? Obviously.
Obvs, the mouse is one of the tanks.
alright.
God.
Anything else you want to say, bro?
Um.
I'm also not recording this, so Tim's recording is fine.
This is
I am
all
very
on
excited
record.
All right, I want to do Dylan last because I think it's hilarious. So Tim, why don't you go ahead?
Oh, I'm up? Okay, sure. Torbjorn Irontooth. The mighty warrior, the mighty bear warrior of Tharbad. He is a mercenary and an outlander. He has a shaggy, sort of animalistic appearance and odor to him. And when he enters combat, his part lycanthrope, or actually bear. So what would a werebear? His part werebear blood kicks in, and he sort of werebears out on people. Yeah. Very proud and honorable, and we'll see his contract through to his dying breath.
Sweet.
I think Ursanthrope might be the equivalent for like.
There you go. Oh, also, he is a master monster hunter. He's really good at capturing monsters and slaying them.
I'm
That's
so
sort of
curious.
his profession normally, dealing with big scary monsters.
What's up with the Earth on lycanthrope?
Ursanthrope.
Yeah, what
Because
is- what-
Ursa is bear and Anthrop is man.
Okay, yeah, I was asking.
Which, actually, though, to be fair, the term lycanthrope, the like part, actually is related to the word lich. It just refers to like the skin, like the or like the.
lycanthrope is the broad
So
term,
technically,
so-
lycanthrope means wolves, bears, anything. There you go, educational. Like I said.
I believe lycanthrope is the general like term for all income, is the umbrella term, where then you have specific ones underneath.
Yeah, I mean, saying ursanthrope or lupinthrope or, whatever would also be pretty valid. Although I believe anthrop is Greek and those are Latin, so but it's English, so who gives a shit? We mashing that shit together all the time.
So my basic question is, Tim, you're a bear werewolf?
Werebear, yes. The bear blood flows in my veins.
Cool. Anything else you want to... There are also foods like that.
Yeah, that's about it. That's the whole thing.
I'm woke, so in my world full of weres and vampires, I just call them were-X. Because then you can just be... literally any were is anything, so... We got werebears, we got werepigs, we got
Latinx?
Huh?
Like Latinx?
Like Latinx, that's correct.
Yeah, because were just means like person or like man, I think. So.
All right, Dylan.
I'm playing Mickey Mouse.
Holy shit! No,
legally distinct Mickey Mouse.
I'm playing a public domain character from the one and only Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
The only thing
he's ever been in ever.
That's not true. He's been in a lot more things than he's in the public domain. They made a horror movie about him and stuff.
That is true.
He isn't.
They made a shooting game about him.
But my version of Mickey Mouse has existed only in the 8-minute short Steamboat Willie, and that is all.
All right.
Good job.
I have nothing else to add.
We did it.
We did it, everybody. Everybody's introduced. So,
I'll see myself out.
Why?
So I have a Power Rangers, Mickey Mouse, a Dark Souls character, and then 2 normal-ish D&D characters.
Yeah, sort of, kind of.
That feels accurate to how our party usually goes. And are you saying that Dark Souls characters aren't normal D&D characters?
Yes, that's their D&D characters played on hard mode. So
Is that hurtful or not? Cool.
We're gonna say that you guys have known each other for a little while, and you've been traveling. Oh, yeah, fuck.
Wait.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go get it.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys have been traveling together for a while. You stopped into a tavern and were sold a map to Annihilation Hold, which no one has ever been able to find. It's just by a bard, and that bard you offered to, for 100 more gold, he offered to take you there, which saves you a bunch of time traveling. He gets you there in 2 weeks. Go ahead, Junior, before I went upstairs.
I just want to say that I presented everyone with a platter of muffins that have that thinly sliced apple and a crown that goes all the way around, and I sprinkled a little bit of like the Dutch apple crumbling in the middle. It's like,
behold, I have outdone myself. 2 kinds of things. Soon I will combine croissants and muffins.
Dancing Lion just kind of like sits there awkwardly, kind of poking his fingers together the way like Alphonse Elric does at a meal. Just like
butters.
He can't eat, and there's nothing he can really do or contribute here.
Oh, I once again have forgotten, my friend. You cannot eat.
And he gestures to his gray, stony, cracked skin. He goes, I'm made of corpse parts. I don't eat, but I thank you for thinking of me. Give my portion to someone more deserving, perhaps?
You are right.
How many of these are on the tray?
There'd be 1 for each of us, I think. Is this?
So
I need to proc by for this, I guess.
Yes.
Let's do that then.
Yeah. So there'd be 5.
You're not gonna give one to your guy? Ooh.
6.
Hold on. I can, on a short rest, I can cook a special food. If I have ingredients and the utensils, I can prepare enough of this food for, I put in brackets, 8x creatures, because that's how it's calculated. Any creature who eats the food and spends one or more of their hit die can regain an extra 1d8. Then the other one says, in an hour of work or a long rest, you can cook X treats, which is equal to your PB, which is 4. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can make 4 of these special muffins, and they last 8 hours after being made. And if you use your bonus action to heat it, you'll gain a number of temp HP equal to the proficiency bonus, which is 4.
So who are you giving these donuts to?
Well, let's see. That's you and you.
Wait, are they muffins or donuts?
They're muffins. They're big fuck off muffins that have thinly sliced apple kind of placed into.
Yeah,
a
he just
cone
said
shape.
donuts, so I wanted to, just be sure.
Oh, I see. And then, I'll put some sort of like compote in there with some of the crumble on top of that. It's just a really delicious muffin. It's partially hollowed out so that there's compote inside of the muffin. So it's like
Gooey on
really
the inside, yes.
And Rob, because it's a one shot and because you reminded me of a detail that I didn't really think about, I'm going to instead present you with a small tubule of some sort of skin cream that just smells like the thing that I made. And if Dean will allow it, you can get temp HP by rubbing cream into your forearms.
I'm fine with DL being moisturized if DM is fine with DL being moisturized.
Yes, I'm cool with
Moisturize me.
Cool. I now have another 4 temp HP. Thank you.
Yes.
Very good.
So what, did you decide who all got the 4 donuts? Or muffins?
So that would have to be Dylan. Tim, what was your character's name again?
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. So Torbjorn, Mickey, DL, and
So everyone but you.
Tatsuya. Yeah, just everybody but me. I'm the chef. I eat last. I have
Tatsuya takes a donut, weakly grabs it with his shaky hand, kind of forgets that he's wearing his helmet still, and just kind of slowly smushes it against the mouthpiece of his helmet.
Oh, please don't. Oh, it's going to fall.
His hand just pathetically goes limp at his side, and he just kind of makes a noise.
So John is foregoing the temp HP is what he's telling us.
Not gonna. You're gonna waste the food I made.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna snatch the crumpled up muffin from his faceplate and just stuff it in my mouth.
Hell yes.
I don't know if that means you get to double your temp HP or not, or if you just eat
Let
2
nothing
treats.
go to waste. No, the ability doesn't specify an amount of food. It just says use a bonus action to partake of this food one time.
Yeah.
So technically, a crumb could, in theory.
That is very true.
Well, there you go. So I guess you either have 4 or 8, and either way.
Well, I think the way temporary hit points, they don't
It wouldn't stack.
Yeah, but you can if you eat a little bit of a time, I argue that you could get 4.
Okay.
If I ate 4 of them and everyone else split 1 of them, it would be the same effect.
I just put my hand on Tatsuya's shoulder.
Fear not, my friend. I will make more later. Just
Also,
remember to remove your helmet next time
the
you try.
bard, as part of your deal, he has the legal rights to all the story of the Grand Adventure.
Ah.
So part of him showing you is not only the 100 gold he got and the 15 gold he got for the map. He's also going to record, and probably profit off of this adventure if it goes well. So.
Hell yeah.
And obviously because it's a bard, and I love Christopher. He's going to be the one guiding you, but he's not going to be important. I just love him being there in the background, watching and taking notes. So yeah, it takes about 2 weeks to travel to the complex. And yeah, so basically, I don't know if everyone read the precursor, but beyond there's some orcs. You're in orc lands. You haven't actually interacted with the orcs. They're kind of keep to themselves. They enrich themselves with magic and music and follow a doctrine of peace and acceptance.
I'm also gonna do that thing that.
I thought the
that
audio
does.
broke for a second.
No, I was just pausing to read when I should actually reread again. I did post it
No
in the
worries.
chat. Okay, so yeah. You guys, it takes some time, but you managed to find the entrance to the cave.
Where did this map come from again? Oh yeah, the guy had it. The
yeah,
documentary
Christopher.
bard guy had it.
Yeah, Chris. We're calling him Christopher because he's you know when I go when I do
Oh,
bard,
okay, that's the
I'll
same guy. I wasn't sure if it was a different guide.
No, it's yeah. I just Christopher's my dude, so when I play a bard, it's gonna be him. Deal all of that.
He's a satyr, right?
Yeah, he's a satyr.
I would like to say for anybody who isn't familiar with it, the character's face for Randall is the character Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins. Because I like that he just has his big mustache. And
It is a very cool big mustache.
he can like make all of his muscles all big whenever, which is why his armor has to kind of shift and move. Because if he gets real big, then where does the plate go? But I also want to have his helmet like the canon art from the Knight of Glory MTG card. So he has to put his helmet on. So that means I can still do this bit.
Oh yes.
Good.
Who wants biscuits?
Yes.
That's just how you're gonna
I think that might
I think I'm
have
missing
been
Rob.
yes.
add Rob to map.
Apply
Add
Rob.
Rob to map.
Apply Rob. Nah.
I think you were on the map,
Doing
but I lost your
Pathfinder
token
lines
at
like
some
that.
point. So. Alright, I'm gonna put you on this hold. This is a little bit of a dungeon crawl, which usually my things are one shot, but we're gonna give it a shot. You guys wanted to do high level, and it really feels stupid to do high level and not do combat things.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah,
mid-level, but yeah.
That's like
Yeah, I mean,
he calls out his Super Sentai moves.
I say
It's
high
like,
level because most campaigns don't go past like 13.
Yeah, you can only
This is
truly hear
precisely the one level that is neither high nor low. 10.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. Usually a one-shot, we typically do between level like 1 and 5. Maybe an 8 here and there. But 10s are fun.
Let me just get to the area, make sure.
Now that we're level
Alright.
10, we can tell the NPCs a 10 is talking.
Always.
I'm gonna move everyone to. We're gonna move to the actual map now.
Alright, alright, alright.
Oh shit, we're already on initiative. Fuck.
Go ahead, everyone, roll for initiative. I'm joking.
The dragon breathes fire on you as you appear.
Let me read this for you guys. So, after descending the slick stairs, you can see what was once a grand entrance hall. Small grates in the floor at the base of the steps capture any water that comes through and deposits it back outside, leaving the floor ahead fairly dry. Despite exposure to the elements for many years, remnants of the colorful frescoes still decorate the opposing walls. The floor wall sports a heavily corroded statue. What are we doing?
I'm going to have DL walk up and investigate the statue. I would also like to point out that you put 2 dancing lions on the thing.
Did I? Where does he
El
go?
Dos Lions.
Oh, that's why. I don't know how to fix that.
It's weird because we're moving.
Give me a second. We need to delete Rob off the map.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I was deleting. I was just deleting the extra token.
He's gone now. He's in hell.
How's my computer dying?
Sure, he's in.
Oh,
Weird, your stream's still showing. Or what? There is a delay though.
No, I mean, I didn't say the stream was down.
Oh, I thought you said your computer died.
I said it was freaking out.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, Wookie.
Alrighty.
okay. Yeah, so you're gonna investigate this thing?
Yep.
Roll me a religion or investigation.
Let's see here, do I have? Those are ones I don't have. So I'll just roll. And they're both intelligence, so I'll just add one. See here.
You don't speak Orcish, right?
I do actually speak Orcish, and I roll it at the big number.
Okay, so you read in Orcish, it says, "Leave the Annihilation hold to these dusty halls. Our sacred duty binds us and it for eternity." You realize that this is Khazgar the Radiant.
And when DL reads this out, he clearly like puts his hand to it and touches each letter as he reads out the words.
Let's see. You also, within that 20 I'll give you, that you realize that So this was the frescoes, actually. I'm going to read this off too. But the frescoes begin from the left wall, depicting a grand orc civilization of wooden huts and intricate wooden buildings with noble-looking orcs. It slowly changes as it moves across the area. The civilization appears ruined by several orcs wearing decorated armor battle with a blue creature. Because with your nat 20, you realize that the blue creature is a djinn. And you can also, with the natural 20, you realize that this is the orcs are from the Order of the Eternal Oath. They're dedicated to guarding an evil relic. You also recall a story about the orcs battling a djinn who destroyed a once magnificent orc civilization. Yeah.
And he finishes telling that by turning very slowly and then adjusting his head so that it's properly facing you all. Djinn are not to be trusted.
I'll add them to my list of disreputable fellows.
This guy sounds like Pete. He's a former boss. Don't worry about him.
Do you want me to fight this Pete?
Don't worry, I can take him.
Sounds like
I like your attitude, friend.
Sounds like this former boss of yours.
He only speaks Japanese.
This is much even for me.
My red-clad friend. I must again emphasize.
No, you gotta be able to speak like common
Chinese.
like,
Come on.
I'm just going.
I do not speak Elvish.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry, I do.
Very good. What is he saying?
I have no idea.
Well, okay, so we don't speak whatever language it is.
I can speak English fine.
Oh, okay.
I just forgot how to for a second.
You might want to speak up a little bit when you're doing that, just because
Yeah.
No, I can speak it fine. I just forgot for a second. I'm sorry, Mike. I was having a moment. My therapist says that sometimes I'm going to be going. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm okay.
all right.
Oh boy.
Dancing Lion takes approximately half of a step back from you.
You'll notice that he hasn't blinked once behind his visor, by the way.
Would we be able to see?
Just barely, because that's how hard his eyes are bugging under the trauma.
What a guy.
All right, so what are we doing?
So, well, seems there's two paths, one to the left and one to the right. General rule, gang, is, go left. Do we want to go through the leftward passage?
Sure.
Cool. We go through the leftward passage.
The left passage?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Dylan and John. Tim goes up too.
Oop, I need to move my little ass.
Alright, who's going in first?
I should point a game level thing real quick. I have a number of auras that I want you to be aware of.
Yes.
So
Importante.
I have an aura of protective, unseeable aura and a 10 feet emanation. And if I'm inactive, it's inactive. Everyone in the aura gets +4 to their saves. And only one aura of this kind can you just get +4 to your saves as long as you're within 10 feet of me. Additionally,
I have to go rub one out real quick. I'm not gonna lie.
My speed increases by 10 feet, and as long as you are in my aura of protection for the first time or start your turn there, you also get 10 feet to your speed. So we can all Naruto run together, I guess. Also, finally, my aura of courage. You and your allies have immunity to the frightened condition while are in my aura of protection. If a frightened ally enters the aura, that condition has no effect on them while there.
Right.
Shit.
So I guess I could just make this guy into like All Might the Chef if I really wanted to.
I do kind of love
Have no fear! I've made new cookies!
Yes.
These have weed in them!
I love this. I would like to say, if my suggestion would then be DL first through the door with what was your guy's name again? I'm so sorry.
Randall.
With Randall right behind
He also hates being called Randy.
I think we lost Tim.
Did we? No, Tim's here. He's just mutad.
Yeah, well, the stream.
Yeah, the stream has also disappeared, it would seem.
Oh no.
No, it's still going.
Yep.
It just doesn't have video. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he just turned his camera off.
So yeah, those are the three things you need to know about. Basically, is within 10 feet of me, you can't be afraid. You get 40 your saves, and you can be faster than you normally be.
Okay. So who's going in the room in what order?
So I would say DL first, Randall immediately afterwards,
Okay.
if everyone else is cool with that.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
no, let the brick shit houses get hit first.
Michael, be ready for anything. He just looks to
You got it.
And he's constantly doing
Michael?
like
Took me a second.
I love that.
the
Michael?
it squash and stretch. I can't
Yeah,
remember what
squash
it's
and stretch. Yeah, rubber hose.
Rubber hose, yeah. He's got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rubber hose.
The
thing
ball
going.
Yeah, that's great.
These
And
are my
just-
friends, Michael the mouse.
And DL just kind of like quietly says to Randall, "That one is so energetic."
I would give anything to be able to move like he does. And as I'm doing, it's like
He looks like back. No, it's different.
Oh,
Well, you gotta have a lot of energy to work on a steamboat. That was my last gig.
Oh,
I'm glad to be away from the water.
Isn't that what cocaine's for? I mean,
fun fact. Randall
you
can't
just hear
swim.
Christopher sitting up from the back.
Who said that?
I almost think you almost hear Jason from the back, but I'm like, while he is a stand-in for me, he's not actually me. I'm not Christopher.
Mhm.
Christopher's way cooler than I am.
Vincent's just about as cool as I am, which is to say, not very.
Vincenzo.
We're really gonna get to play those two again at some point.
Yeah, that's my favorite character duo.
It's hard because this map is round. Like the room, some of the rooms are fucking. You can see it's round. So I'm like, all right, how do I reveal? Not revealing too much, but I want to reveal like most of the room. You know.
there we go.
I think that's most of it. Oh yeah. Thank you for putting the aura. Yeah, I think it's mostly revealed. Let me.
Stay vigilant, my friends.
So this 4-wall scones fill this room with a soft orange glow. A pedestal on the far wall holds a bust of an orc.
Orc busts.
You gonna bust that orc?
No, I'm just gonna look at orc busts in my mind.
Okay.
I go up to the orc, and I make like a face with my hands in front of my face and
Okay.
blow raspberries at him.
Give me a second.
Get his ass.
DL kind of slowly turns, his head slightly out of sync with the rest of his body, like, are you sure that was I?
Oh, don't worry, pal. Nothing could go wrong on a day like today.
And then
Anything, John.
I
I
agree
got a
with
picture in the chat.
I agree with our friend with the complex PTSD.
Yeah. So this figure floats out of the bust. It's like, hey, fuck you, man.
Wow.
Oh, I nothing by it. It was him.
What? I would never!
I saw you.
I saw you.
That could have been me.
Roll me a deception at disadvantage.
I'm gonna expend 1 sorcery point to make it just a straight up roll.
I love
Okay.
this.
All right.
I was
If I expend all my sorcery points doing dumb shit, it's what I live for.
I mean, you just described Vaudry in a nutshell. Congratulations.
You said roll deception?
Yep.
So that would be... Oh, I do great with deception.
Oh, poisons!
I only rolled an 11, but then I got a +9.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
So
20.
a dirt 20.
Wasn't me.
He looks at what is Ronald's?
Randall.
Randall. I know I helped you name him, but Randall. He
Randy.
looks and goes, "Fuck you, man."
Well, actually, it could have been that guy.
Well, fuck him too.
Actually, it was probably something of your imagination.
I imagined it.
Don't imagined it.
Now, there's no need to have our imaginations run
He's
wild.
very confused.
To be absolutely fair, it is possible to imagine things when one is dead. It is not off the table.
He turns and he's very confused and he's having an
Blow the muzzle all
existential
the time.
crisis and he just falls off.
That's beautiful. We just wow. I mean,
See, DL, I told you. All it takes is a little bit of gumption and a little bit of raspberry, and everybody leaves you the fuck alone.
Michael, I must agree.
That's great.
We're gonna continue calling him Michael Mouse, and I'm
Michael
not
Michael
sorry.
Mouse, yes.
I'm so sorry, Dylan.
That's amazing.
Michael's brother's name. I don't care.
Oh my
great.
god. Oh look, we have a chat. We have a chat member.
Oh,
Everybody's in chat.
Heck yeah.
What up, chat?
Hello, chat. We're in an ad right now, so they can't hear us.
Yeah. Well, unless they're subbed.
Oh wait, no, that's true. That's right.
Wait, I think
That's right. I forget
But
that.
I got gifted a sub from
Famous
from,
director Michael Mouse.
Caleb. It gave me a free month, and I didn't have to watch ads and shit.
Oh, fair. I forget how this stuff works sometimes.
Yeah, you can pay for. It's just like almost anything. You can pay
Yeah,
for
I gotta.
ads.
I have
I gotta
Did I
teach
tell
all
you
my
I was doing a
friends.
thing earlier? It was like I was using. It was like, hey, you have an ad block. Do you mind turning that off? And I was like,
I'd rather just not use your service.
why would I fucking do that?
I'd rather just not use your
It was
service.
last night. I was looking for. I think I was looking for a picture for tomorrow night's game.
Well, I
So I'm
mean,
just waiting.
I do
Oh,
think it is fair to say if there is someone you're watching that gains ad revenue and you
Oh,
want to
shit.
support them, you know, consider actually the fact that a big corporation gets to give some money to a nice person and not just keep it all.
Yeah, I
when you
gotta,
watch
that's
those
fair.
ads, at least.
I gotta remember to redeem my monthly sub to Tim because I have Amazon.
Yeah,
Hell.
I gotta teach everyone in my life how to do a Prime sub, because then
Yeah.
I'll make
I
like
do
$100 a month that if I just get a few people.
I did it. I tried to do it like a month or two ago, but I was fucking. I think it was when I had the gifted sub. Anyway, let's now that Tim is back, let's continue along.
So,
You made a ghost leave. There are
is that a door or a window there? The white bar?
the white bars are doors.
Okay, the white
I'm
bar.
trying to make sure all of the doors are revealed. Here, hold on. Actually, I didn't reveal everything yet. Again, it's hard because the room is fucking round.
It makes it
Yeah.
a tricky puzzle.
Wait, I guess
The
probably-
polygon mode is the best way, but which takes a little bit of practice, but it's not too bad. Or you can just get really granular with the squares, you know, like pixelate it. If you zoom way in and just do a bunch of tiny squares, you can do it round.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I don't like Polygon.
But
Polygon is weird.
that's labor intensive.
Polygon is fucking weird. Yeah, so which way are we going? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors it looks like you could take. There are 3 or 4 on the outside wall and 2 on the inner wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's start with the leftmost door.
Left.
Yep. And same marching order as we're doing right now.
I'm stuck.
Alright.
If I have Fine Steed, should I take Phantom Steed also? I don't know.
I like Phantom
They're
Steed,
very
fucking
different
dope.
spells.
Yeah.
Fine
like it.
Steed creates a conjured summon. Phantom Steed creates a... doesn't actually create a creature, I believe. I think it just makes... it like makes an effect like you're riding a horse and you travel a very far distance rapidly.
Nice.
That is pretty cool and useful.
So they're just kind of different. And what's it called? The Phantom Steed, I think it takes a minute to cast. So it's not really a combat-based thing.
You can do it with a ritual as well, apparently.
Which, to be fair, neither is Fine Steed. That takes a long time too. But that one lasts permanently. So I actually had a whole plan in the Redlands game. There was a spell gem with Phantom Steed in it, and I was gonna have that cultist you killed in the first session try to escape, but y'all killed him real good.
You've killed some of the guys.
Actually, yeah. So you find this door is locked.
Okay.
It seems to be locked from the inside.
What's the door made of?
It's an iron-braided wooden door. It is warped in the frame, and it feels like it's locked from the inside.
Okay.
I would like
kind of
to
lock-
use.
What kind of lock is on it?
Well, it's locked from the inside.
What kind? Do I see a keyhole? Do I see anything?
Yeah, there is. I think there is. Yeah, it's a deadbolt from the inside.
Okay. Okay. So I guess that doesn't have an opening on this side. Is that true?
No, I mean, if it's something you want to use like a thieves tool on, you could definitely do that.
I don't have
It's just
that.
locked. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a walking portable ram. I would like to try and strength check the door down.
Before you do that, I'm
I'll
like,
assist.
Yes.
before that, I'm just gonna be like, give me one moment, and he'll do like some fucking jutsu hand shapes, and I'll do pass without a trace because it lasts an hour, and if we get into combat soon, that's forever. So now I guess you can do what you're doing silently.
Somehow, illogically, silently.
That doesn't.
So roll.
You want
athletics with advantage.
athletics with advantage.
I'm
All
assisting.
All right.
Pass without trace does not make smashing a door any quieter. Just FYI.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's only stealth checks.
It makes
Yeah,
stealth checks have
alrighty.
advantage. Yeah.
That is a 27.
How do you break this door down?
So I assume that Tim, what was your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Torbjorn.
So Torbjorn and I get up next to the door, and we both just kind of. He drops his head to get ready to shoulder check it, and instead of physically dropping his head, DL's other hand comes back and pushes the lion helmet forward like he's dropping his head, and they shove through the door like they're shield bashing it.
Yeah.
You got some? What you got, Tim?
I just said yeah.
All right.
I was just excited.
I love it. So that's us over here.
Sorry, when I went to the VTT, they preemptively put where like enemies
It's
and
pickles.
Pickles!
Pickles.
And they put us in here, but I don't know if it makes sense to be here.
Can you give me control of Sir Michael? Because I would like to be able to move his ass with us.
You not.
Yeah, I need to try that.
It's okay, everybody. I'll just stay at the front of the dungeon.
It just kind of makes like a Scooby-Doo like beat slap run noise. Like,
You should be controlled by everybody.
No, not me. I want to control Sir Michael.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Right. That should also be.
She who controls the mouse
Oh,
controls
then
the world.
I give nobody control to you.
Hey June, can you stick your name in your Roll20 thing?
Like on my character, or
I just like in your
right,
personalization.
Yes.
Then it'll just be on the screen, and that will be helpful.
Sorry, I'm just double checking if this is supposed to be here or not.
And anyone else who wants to, if you go to the gear in your Roll20 on the top right, under personalization and display, you can, for each game, it will display a separate name, so you can just put your character name under that. There you go. It's like a minor Roll20 tutorial for you out there as well.
It's on here. We'll see what happens. Right. Yeah, I guess he is supposed to be here.
Okay.
Remnants of the beautiful furniture are scattered around the room, victims of time and exposure to the corpse of a dead orc is dressed in black robe, sprawled with the remains and crumbled to the bed.
I want to roll for investigation.
On the
Dead guy.
okay.
Okay.
Dead guy.
Just need to get my.
Get you a 20.
Me a 20.
Get you one of them big 20 boys.
We'll get one of them big 20s.
Some sort of lynch in there?
Yeah.
Is there some sort of lynch in there?
Oh, -1 investigation.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have my proficiency bonus. That's right. Okay. 12.
12 investigation then?
Yeah.
Try it with a different d20 because that's a spin down, John.
What's a spin down?
Spin down means that the numbers are marked sequentially as opposed to randomly.
Oh.
It changes the odds of the roll dramatically.
That was worse.
I'm sorry.
2.
It happens.
Better odds doesn't mean guaranteed success.
Can you keep the 12? Because I
Yeah,
fucked
you
him
can
over.
keep the 12.
Thank you.
So you actually realize that this the person is pretending to be dead.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's
Oh.
not really dead.
He's not really dead, huh?
You can see like his eyes start bugging out like slightly more, if that's even possible. He starts
Yes.
vibrating under his mask, and you can see like exhalation from his nose starting to cloud up his visor. Like,
And DL just points at this fucking guy and goes, "What have you done to vex my red friend, Corpse King?"
You have a thing?
Hi there, everybody.
Rolled for
Hi.
it, so
Hi, Peggy.
May the best one win.
Yeah, us. We're the best men
Yes.
and women.
Yes.
So this dude jumps up and he's very lich-likey.
What a
let's
nasty
roll some
guy.
initiative.
All right, lovely.
I have to be such a gooey guy.
I got
11.
I got the big number again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this I think I'm going to use a different die after this one. And just leave him aside because I'm very proud of him and he's done his job for the day.
You can always use the soulless machine dice on Roll20.
Ew.
What the fuck did you do?
What?
Because
What did
then
you do?
What?
Oh!
What did you do, dog?
Please,
Zalgo font. Oh god, I didn't know I was gonna mess that up.
Oh my god!
Wait,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's evil.
I didn't know it was gonna mess up the space.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Wait, what did you do?
Yeah, thanks, bud.
This shit's all fucked up.
Holy shit! Oh my goodness.
Wait, so, what? Oh, I see what you did.
All right, let's try it again now.
I was like,
Oh,
is
it's
something
stuck.
wrong? Is something on the screen that I'm not seeing? And then I saw it.
And then I saw its face.
Oh,
This is
No, he's wearing a helmet. That's hilarious.
All right. So it's Mr. Lich. Got a big old 9. Dylan, what did you get for initiative?
I got a 2.
All right. John, what did you get?
11.
And then Tim. What do I add? Oh, a 1, so that's not going to be good. I might have advantage, though. Let me double... No, I don't. Okay, so that's a 9 total.
Alright, I got you. Alright, we're going to sort this.
Forgot how crazy my initiative was.
And I believe it's Rob.
How do you get 8?
Feats and shit.
Heck yeah, okay.
Feats and
Give me a
items.
second.
And
Tim,
being
what's
a
your
rune
dex?
knight.
What's your dex, Tim?
16.
Oh, okay. The Lich also has the 16, so I guess we'll just... It'll sit where it lies. What's up, Rob? What you got?
Okay, so, does he look like... He looks like he means us harm, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
He was trying to hide, and you called him on it, and he immediately attacked you.
That's fair.
Really weird.
Okay. So then... I am gonna spend the... I'm gonna spend the 1 key point for the Arms of the Astral Self. I'm gonna just switch that tag on because I get more of that than I get of... I get way more of that than I get of rages. And then when I do that, have him make a DC... Give me a second here. A DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
What? DC what?
16.
He got a 15.
Wonderful. He's going to take 2d8 force damage as a result of activating the Arms of the Astral Self. Alright, that's 11 force damage.
Alright.
And then... DL's just going to swing down with his fucking glaive.
Okay.
Yep. So I've got 2 attacks with this fucker. First one, that's going to be a 27 to hit.
I'm assuming that's going to hit.
All right. That's That's going to be 12 slashing damage. And then my second attack.
How much damage overall?
So 12 for the first one, and then the second one also hits because I rolled a 19 on the die. That's going to be another 9, so 12 plus 9, 21 slashing damage.
So it was 11. How much slashing damage total?
21, and it is magical because it's one of his monk weapons.
Okay. 20 seconds. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good turn.
Yep. That is me.
Randall's time.
Mhm.
Time for Randall.
Real quick, Tim, how do lair actions work?
I think a lot of times they happen on initiative 20.
Okay.
I think there's usually language within the lair actions that tell you how, like, the parameters of when to use them.
That's one of those lair actions.
I can pull. I haven't used them in a very long time, but I can pull it up if we want to get more detail.
Yeah, I have the stats with the list, but it doesn't say like lair. There's no section for lair action.
Do you not have the lair actions listed?
No, it has legendary actions. But it doesn't have the lair action.
Is this stat block the one that has the lair?
Yeah, it has the lair, it just doesn't have it listed.
It's a lich? It's just a regular lich?
Yeah.
Choked sobs.
Choked sobs.
A lich doesn't have lair actions, typically. Oh, wait, no, it does. It's here. It's just below the stat block. Okay. I'll send it to you, Jason.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it is initiative count 20. And
Okay, so
basically, you can't use 2 of the same effects in a row. And yeah, just every 20, something happens of your choice.
So on that being said, on the first turn, it would have summoned this.
Well, yeah. After Rob's turn, because he was at 22, then yeah, a lair action could occur.
Okay, thank you.
Hell yeah.
So he summons an owlbear.
An owlbear.
And I'm gonna say it goes on here. It'll go on. Well, I guess I give it a turn. So we're giving this thing where it's like, here's all you have to do is click on it to pull up the stat block, but it's a little bit easier to.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Oh, my computer is freaking out. Okay, everything seems to still be working. Okay, and the audio didn't die.
That could be her turn.
She said to skip over her because it's her mom calling her for her birthday. Yeah.
John, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. No way in hell. On the internet with people watching, absolutely not.
By no means.
Shot at me pronouncing that.
Yeah, no, we know our limits here and what we're capable of.
I can't pronounce regular words, let alone that shit. What are you doing, John?
Hit us with your Red Ranger actions.
Okay. He's just kind of looking at this thing and just starts going kind of,
too close to this man. I am way too close to this man.
I'm not the whole close mouth.
All right. What are we doing, John?
I'm sure I butchered that.
No,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Let's see here.
I guess I forgot to attack a person when it sounded.
He's just gonna start coming at him with a scimitar like a maniac, like Charlie running down the garbage, like Charlie Day running down the garbage pile, going, "I got a sword."
Are you gonna use your bonus action to Hunter's Mark him first?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Do
I will
it.
do
I
exactly.
ask helpful questions to be like, hey, by the way,
Yeah.
this is what you can do if you want to do it.
I've never been a ranger before.
What kind of what subclass do you have, by the way?
A beast. Let's see here.
Let's learn some things about the Red Ranger and Pan.
Beastmaster.
Oh, yeah.
So where's your
A
beast,
senpai mecha is technically a beast.
bro? Where is your companion creature?
It's dead.
Oh,
He's not kidding. When I mentioned that he has CPTSD,
okay,
CPTSD, I wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
cool.
This is insane.
It's probably gonna balance the game.
Yeah.
Just like no subclass.
Yeah. He's theoretically a beastmaster.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm digging it, kind of, if I'm being honest.
If you were to play this outside the context of a one-shot, you'd probably just do a different subclass and say you used to be one. But I love it. I love a de-optimized character for a one-shot.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I love that John was like, I want to take the subclass and then get done with
Stupid
that.
in the best
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I have chosen to just spend this whole session just committing to a particular bit here.
That's cool. That's cool.
Absolutely.
you do it-
The only rule is do what makes you happy. So there you go.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather you do it during a one shot than like during the game.
Yeah, I mean, we'd find a
Right.
more
So,
elegant
yeah,
solution in a
Daddy,
permanent.
Daddy-O needs a new pair of shoes. Christ almighty, did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Look, sometimes you say stuff, man.
Okay, so plus 9.
What are you gonna do?
All right. Okay, so that's a 14.
The hit?
Yeah.
God, stuff's been happening since I left.
Yeah, well, it was your turn, but you were outside, so I was told that you were cool with skipping, so you'll go
That
next.
is what I wanted.
You'll go next. How is Mom?
Good. She did the quickest happy birthday I've ever experienced her do.
You said 14?
Yes, Harpo Julius.
You said 14, John?
Yes.
14 does not hit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Lamau.
I don't know if Ranger hit in the second attack.
I mean,
Yes.
Twice.
they do.
Okay.
You guys get another swing.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only very rarely played Ranger. I'm like
That's a much spicier number.
26.
26 to hit. That'll hit.
Now, Tatsuya over here is the movement he makes as he comes at this lich with his sword can best be described as a nightmarish prance, like.
Hit his ass.
Hit my ass.
All right.
Oh, legendary reactions are cool. Legendary reactions.
1d6 plus 4 slash.
Yeah, they seem to be like
8 damage.
8 damage. All right.
really up jumped actions.
Oh yeah. Just be like, oh, I failed. Nah.
No, I just did it.
It's more about the timing of them that's unusual.
Yeah.
That's what's cool
Yeah.
about it.
All right.
Michael.
Anything else, John?
No, you can just tell that like he's really sweating under that helmet because there's like a growing ring of dampness just kind of like from like the collar of his suit slowly spreading downward.
Oh.
I do not fear death, but I fear whatever has happened to my red companion.
Oh, I love that you have a nice friendship with him.
All right, we're gonna go back to June then.
Yeah. Okay. Is the Lich armed with anything?
Just Lich stuff.
Probably armed stuff.
Yeah, arms. It definitely has arms.
It can also probably do
Do
magic.
he?
Yeah, you get the feeling it can do magic.
Okay. You get. I mean, it's a Lich. Hey, folks.
So weird.
Hey, folks.
Life's a lich.
Oof, 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 I do. What?
What?
Nothing.
You're good.
Nothing.
You're fine. It's fine.
I'm just reading
Everything's
the stat
fine.
block. Go ahead. I've never done a Lich before.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine, June. Roll the dice.
Go ahead. What are you
Pretend everything's fine.
What are we doing?
Definitely
Cool.
Helps to know about one of the most complex stat blocks.
Okay, here we go.
You there, undead villain! Have fear, for I am here! And
he draws his big fuck off great axe, and then what he's gonna do instead of hitting him is try to lock up his arms and upper body by holding the axe across him and pinching him together to Randall's sharp, spiky armor.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be like,
You'll never escape now, Slayer!
Are you trying to grapple him?
yeah, I'm gonna grapple him.
All right. So this is an opposed athletic.
Yeah.
Take that. Oh yeah, this Lich has super high strength. It gets a +0.
Oh,
Whopping 11.
And that's when Jason just threw a belt of fire giant strength on it.
I rolled a 13, June.
So am I just only rolling my strength number?
No, I think it's athletics. Or whatever.
Oh, is it
Yeah, it's
athletics?
athletics.
Oh, even better.
Athletics. I think it's athletics for straight strength.
It's athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
That's what it is.
Oh, wait, did it roll it twice? Okay, I don't know how it rolled twice. I only wanted it to roll the once.
Just take the first one.
Okay, that's a 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 13, so on the wings.
So he's grappled?
Yes.
Grappling is also a special melee attack as part of your action. It runs a strength, athletics check consisted by strength, athletics, or dexterity or acrobatics. Ooh.
Oh, this will be fun.
What did you say?
I got a 15.
I said strength, so I'm gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna change it in my favor now.
Okay.
It does have a +3 to fucking dex, but I'm like,
All right.
you're grappling.
Okay, like, cease. Yeah.
Cease your nastiness at once, or I shall harm you, possibly to death. Again.
Let's see. Now that I've got him grappled, I'm wondering if there's a way to
Oh, boys.
like lock his arm. No, you guys can just hit him now. It's probably
Yeah,
fine.
no, you have him restrained.
I have him restrained.
Yeah, he can't move. He can still attack.
Do you
and
have
stuff.
him grappled or restrained? Wait.
Repelled.
Grappled.
Yeah, I got him grappled with.
So
Not
his
restrained.
speed is 0, and you can move. You can move.
He can do anything, but his speed is 0. Yeah, unless he
and
chooses
you
to use an action and rolls high enough to break free.
Yeah, technically,
That's fucking funny. Let's
technically
go.
you can move him.
Let's go. I'm
That's
gonna move
true.
him out of
At
the
half speed.
Stick him out here,
At
Michael.
half your speed, you can drag him around.
That's insane.
Okay, my speed's 40. I
You can move
moved.
him 20 feet. You can
Yeah,
move
that's
him
just
20 feet into the other room.
yeah.
That's-
Just move me out into room 2, closer to like Michael and Torbjorn. And Lion, are you outside also, or are you inside?
I'm in the doorway,
I'm
and
just
you
gonna-
just
Oh!
yeah, no, you just two giant dudes try to squeeze past each other awkwardly in a hall.
Excuse me.
Can I?
Excuse me. My good friend, please.
No,
After you. After you.
After
And I'm
you.
holding this lich with a broad side of an axe,
There-
so he can't. move by
There are
himself.
things that I, the player, know about liches. May I roll to have my Monster Slayer character try to know the same thing?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
And
Hell yeah.
may I use survival because that is the flavor of how I
Yeah,
know things
absolutely.
about monsters. Thank you. It's just a slightly better number, nothing too crazy. Okay, I rolled a 15. And the thing, because I don't expect you to give me the full stat block, obviously, but the thing my character is concerned about is how close is it safe for one to be within a lich and where is a good place to drag one if you have it grappled, so that I can call out an effective strategy. Because above table,
okay, so
I know it has several nasty close range things it can do.
It does have some pretty gross up close things.
And I wouldn't want it to be closer to me, if possible, when its turn rolls around.
What was the number, Tim?
15.
Yeah, you know, let's see. I mean, you definitely know it definitely has range regardless, but like its up close stuff is, you know, like 20 feet ish probably.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like it definitely it can go out much further. You know, Liches can have range attack and go much further than 20 feet. But the thing you're kind of thinking of, I mean, that kind of like close stuff is like 20 feet is probably how far you want to.
Well, yeah, and like some of the extra actions are closer in range. So yeah, okay. So but basically, yeah. Well, with the 15 roll, we'll basically say that Torbjorn is basically able to tell everyone. Within 20 feet of it, it's especially nasty. Or I'll do it in character voice. Within 20 feet, it's especially nasty. Try not to get caught too close.
Speaking of this exact moment, it is going to use a legendary action. It is every creature within a 20 feet of it has to make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
To what?
Or they take 66 necrotic damage.
Okay,
well, you saved John.
Okay.
Yep.
This is not
I'm
what I
within 20
wanted.
feet of it, aren't I?
Everyone else is within 20 feet, but John is safe.
Oh, good. Alrighty.
What's your character again, John? Tetsuya?
Tatsuya, yes.
Tatsuya, yeah.
So the number, everyone but John has to make a DC Constitution 18.
Everybody add +4 to your save, baby.
Thank you, God.
It does cost all three of its legendary actions this round, but yeah.
Again, have no fear, for Randall is here.
Yes, that actually brings me right save.
Oh, so DC 18, you say?
Yep.
So
thank you. You saved my
tops.
7.
Yeah.
This foolish.
So, June, what did you get?
I need to do a con save. Is that right? What is my con save, baby? I have that. Okay, so let's do this.
Rob, what did you get?
What's up, Larry Monroe? Good to see you.
June, what did you get?
We're back in our D&D night as usual.
What did you get? Tim, what did you get?
That would be
what
a 27.
You did.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we have one failure so far.
66 necrotic to that person.
No, everyone's going to take damage, but if you fail, you take the whole damage. If you save, you take half damage.
It's too bad it's not a dex save and someone was a rogue.
John.
Because no one is.
He doesn't have to roll.
Oh, right, you're right. I'm sorry.
He's the one guy who got saved.
Correct.
Yep.
So, let's see, 5, 10, 14, 17, 19 damage total. So, Dylan, you take 19 damage. Everybody else but John takes 8 damage.
Oh, I take 19 damage?
Yeah, 19.
I thought you said I took 66 points of damage.
No, 66.
And it's half after you pass.
No, he failed. He rolled,
Okay.
he rolled a dirty, flat, but not a nasty
So I
one.
take 11.
Wait, sorry, 19 is the full damage or the half?
The full damage.
Full.
Okay, so I take 9.
9, yeah.
That is much less scary than.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was 66. The average is actually 21, which is not that we know would have been better, but I always like to roll damage. So that is its legendary action. June, are you done with your turn?
Yeah, I have taken. Wait, what was my turn?
Yeah, you dragged it out, and as a reaction to you dragging it out, Tim said a thing, and then it did the thing it was calling out.
I'm going to call out to DL using my free action and say, "Quickly, my friend! My heavy crossbow! We will pin him to the wall!"
Alright, and then it's Tim's turn.
Alright.
So if you get it, you can just shoot a big fucking arrow through him and pin him to the wall.
I don't need to do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'm done. It's Torby time.
Yeah. Okay, so as a bonus action, I will activate my Giant's Might ability. And you see his body just suddenly start to sprout fur, and his muscles expand rapidly, and his voice gets even deeper, and he lets out a bear-like growl. Can you make me large size?
Yes.
Let's go.
Tim confirmed as furry.
Yes.
Large God.
VarangianLP, the furry episode.
But actually, I would like to run through the door first.
Yeah.
You're gonna fight the owl bear. Okay,
Square
that's
up
awesome.
with the owl bear, grow large.
Yes.
Because I realized that door is pretty small, and it would have been tougher to squeeze through.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I mean, it's possible to do, but it would have slowed me down. So, efficiency.
Yeah.
Anyway, for my first attack, I would like to grapple.
Just some grabby guys.
Bitches are undead, aren't they?
They are undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like super undead.
When I go large, hold on, let me check if I have I think it might give me advantage on athletics when I'm large. Let me make absolutely sure. Yeah, I have advantage, luckily. Whew. Still not great. Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so I don't succeed in grappling it the first time, so I guess I'll just do it again.
All right, sweet.
So that's a 22.
I got a 11.
Okay.
I have +5 to strike, but I still got an 11. All right, so it's grappled.
All right, and then for my let's see, can I make an offhand? Let me make sure.
And this thing said it was a 2 to 4 hour adventure, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, how? You can't put a lich in one of the early rooms and be like, this is a 2 or 4 hour adventure.
Assuming that you know how to just get rid of liches straight away.
Yeah, I think.
Well, here's the thing though. Directly fighting a lich is not the way to kill a lich. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh shit! Sorry. No, you're good.
As a paladin, would I even know that, or am I just doing glory bullshit at him?
You'd have a solid case for being allowed to make a roll.
Yeah, you have to roll.
Yeah, but what's up, little Monroe? We are fighting a lich right now.
We love to do.
Yeah, scary times.
I summoned an owlbear.
Oh, I don't get any fucking things.
And I have turned into a werebear.
And you are now grappling it. Do you have any bonus actions you want to do, Tim?
I already used a bonus action to become bear form, so that's going to cut it for me. But right now, so yeah, I've succeeded in disabling the werebear's movement for now, at least.
It is now the witch's turn.
Uh-oh.
Followed by the owlbear's turn.
Oh.
Jason gets to have some fun. I am grappling because he cannot move.
Oh, also, oh, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
I could do some spells, but that isn't a range. Let's do. You know what? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Is that a?
Oh, 2. Well, I don't know shit about liches then.
You roll real bad.
I roll bad on. I get +0 to history.
Alright, so I'm just gonna. It's going to use its action to do paralyzing touch.
Ugh.
You could argue religion for that check if you have that.
Oh, religion check?
June, I'm only asking you this because I don't know if I'll ever get to ask again. Does a 31 hit you?
Holy shit.
Oh my god!
I've never wanted someone to have an AC build more than now.
Yeah, I hate that it's your birthday, but I was like, I'm never going to get to ask this question.
Happy birthday, that was your present.
Make me a DC 18 Constitution saving throw, or you're paralyzed for a minute. You're also going to take 3d6 to necrotic damage.
Just cuz?
Yeah, well, it's a paralyzing touch. If you fail to save, you're paralyzed.
I'm really going to have to kill this guy now.
You take 10 damage, necrotic damage.
Why is my roll 20 fucked up right
Also,
now?
like, ganging up on a fucking a lich is definitely the way to go, too. Like, 6 on 1 is fucking crazy.
For some reason, my roll 20 is being stupid. I don't know. I can't see the chat, so I have to reset it so I can see the chat again.
Let's see here.
What was it?
27?
27?
Yeah.
That looks like that's 27.
So I'm not paralyzed.
You are now paralyzed. You do take the 10 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna take it, but this guy is gonna have a not as good of a time.
And now that it's turned,
Roll 20 rolls will pop up on the stream after a delay too.
That's very true. In the bottom right corner.
If you look under my head, yeah.
Look under Tim's head, and you can learn things.
All right. So because the lich had its turn, I do get my legendary actions back.
Right.
It will be the owlbear's turn, which is
You can use your barrel charger.
grappling with him. It's just gonna fucking attack you, dog. It's gonna make. It's gonna make 2 attacks. It doesn't.
I have 130 HP. I'm
not you. This is the owlbear attacking.
Oh, okay.
You got attacked. Now the owlbear is attacking Tim. He also has it grappled.
Grapple.
Yeah, grappling is apparently what you guys are doing tonight.
I don't know why. I just thought it'd be really funny if Randall just does that.
I'm
Tim,
holding the owlbear in place so that it has to only fight me.
Tim, I assume a 13's not going to hit you, buddy?
No.
Doesn't an 18 hit you?
Let me double. It might, but let me make sure about this ability I have. Runic Shield.
Yeah, if we have to come back to this, we can I hate to fucking.
I just want to make sure.
Not even 10 yet. You can do it.
You don't know how much is left.
I'm gonna let him hit me.
It will hit you?
Yeah. I'm not gonna use my ability that would have made him have to reroll.
You take 12 points of damage.
And this token
Flashing
doesn't have
damage.
I had taken 9 before as well, so okay.
So that is its turn, bringing us to Michael Mouse.
Okay.
Oh, hot dog.
Mickey is gonna say like,
Don't worry, everybody. I've got a plan.
and can you point for me on the map real quick where the guy is, just so I'm making sure.
This dude?
Yeah.
The Lich?
The Lich?
Yep.
Okay.
He's one
here,
square
and he's
above
here.
you.
And that is June directly behind?
Yeah, June is grappling him.
Yep.
Doing a grapple. What are you worried about? What are you worried about? Go for it. What are you doing?
She was
Get
just talking
nasty.
about how much life she has.
Yeah, I have a lot of life, dude.
It's about to get real
Is this a
stupid, ain't
save or is this a direct?
She also has laid hands on and.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean, I think because you're directly behind, I feel like you should be fine.
Okay.
It depends on what
We'll
where you're
see.
putting it.
I'd like to cast Fireball.
Okay. Okay. No, it's just, no. It's okay. It's okay because I get +4 to saves.
Well,
It's
just
either
drop
that or
it.
do something
Just drop it far enough back. It's not complicated.
What's the radius?
Like 60 feet.
Hang on.
No, it's
I had it.
15 feet is the radius.
Okay. Well, that's not.
So
okay.
if you
I
put
need
it
another
just
shot for this.
Yeah.
You're away. You're fine.
yeah, if you move one step to your if you move here,
Yeah.
you could fireball.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Reach out and touch.
It's actually I think it's here. I think it's with the 2.
So it
I think technically you could just catch just there it is right there. Hold on. Yeah.
Close enough to feel the
Yeah, there you
convection.
go. Like right there, you could get nobody else. Yeah.
perfect.
Folks, we love it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What is? It's a save I have to make. It's a
It's a
dex
save. It's a dex save.
Oh, I probably did not make it. I rolled a 9 on the dice. Sometimes, as a DM, I like failing.
Yeah.
It's because
Your
I'm so,
players
like,
appreciate it.
Yeah, guys. I'm so happy for you guys.
There's the one.
You said dex save?
Dex save.
A 12. I got a 12.
Wait, yeah,
12.
I did it already.
You fail.
Yeah. I fail.
You're a fucking fan.
You fail. So I'm gonna roll. I cast it at. Give me 1 second here.
'Got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, Okay, I'm casting it at
Why you do that? Use that
third level. Okay, I'm gonna cast it at the third level. I'm gonna roll damage.
That's 66, right?
Nope, 8d6.
Oh, wait, level 3.
Yeah.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
14.
14.
Guitar noises.
Oh, that's okay. So you didn't actually have to hit me? So your 5-volt didn't actually have to hit me, I guess. Or did
It did not.
Okay, good.
Look at this work of art.
I would have been fine no matter what.
This is high grade. This is real grade.
Wish.
I still need to do doodle campaign where people draw the map as we go.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I could even make game mechanics out of it. It could be like, like a cartoon world where you can use pencils to draw stuff that actually changes the map. Like Scribblenauts campaign. Oh, sorry, Dylan.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Just talking about different game modes.
How much damage does it?
You take 36 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah.
And he cast it by going, Miska Muska Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
I mean, just for a brief second.
So I need to clear this with you, but I presume before we entered the dungeon, I would have cast mage armor on myself.
Absolutely.
And if I do that, the mage armor becomes the red cloak, the yellow waistband robe, and the wizard's hat.
Yeah.
The little stars on it.
You said 36 damage?
36 fire damage.
Okay. I think this thing is bloody for sure.
Ours has suns on it, not stars, because it's legally distinct.
Yeah, legally distinct. That's what we should call this episode. Legally
and balloons.
Legally distinct D&D.
Ours doesn't have suns and moons on the wizard hat. Ours has
That's really good.
Ours has suns and asteroids.
That's going to be my one-shots moving forward. Legally distinct D&D.
Just the fact that Lucky Charm.
Tim has one-shots.
We do one-shots of like heavily copyrighted IPs and just slightly change them, and that's the whole thing.
I did.
It's way too weak. Just try and get sued, pretty much. Could you imagine? I would brag forever and be like, "Hey, my D&D got canceled because the company sued me."
That's incredible.
That's a story.
That's the old magic.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Michael Mouse. Anything else?
I don't think I get a second attack as a sorcerer.
No, you do not.
I think that's probably going to be it. I can't think.
I guess unless you quicken a second spell, I guess would be the way you get an extra attack.
Yeah, sorcerer's burst, which is an action, unfortunately.
No, yeah, but sorcerer's burst is just OP.
If you were to quicken it, but you may not have that.
I'll use a bonus action to drink a health potion and recover some health.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So it's Dancing Lion time then.
Lion time, baby.
Okay, so I'm in the doorway, basically. I'm gonna... First things first, I would like to rage.
I would like to rage!
Yeah.
And then I am going to try and pin him to the wall.
Okay.
I'm going to reckless attack
the
Lich.
Okay. Who is being grappled?
Yep. At an angle where I am not throwing into Randall. I am trying to... Actually, I'll move up here for it. Because I am trying to pin him to the wall with my 2 javelin attacks.
Okay. Is there anything... Like, does your powers or your character class say this is a thing you could do, or it's just...
No, this is just something I'm attempting.
Okay. I'll tell you, we're gonna go what Tim does, and we'll call this a called shot.
Mm-hmm.
And so you do it at disadvantage.
Cool. And because I'm being reckless, that means it's normal advantage.
Yeah, for sure. You can hit him to the wall or floor or something.
Okay, first attack is going to be a 17.
17 will hit.
Wonderful. It's one of my monk weapons, so it deals a d8 of damage. It's a d8 plus 7 because I am raging. And that's going to be 9 damage with the first attack.
9 damage. I will say it doesn't hit him to the wall, but the way you throw it kind of gets stuck in his leg into the floor.
Cool.
It's
Yeah. And then let me hit that. Oh no, I said 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah. And then let me hit that fucker again.
Get his little ass.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 will still hit.
Cool.
Unfortunately for him.
And that's going to be 11 piercing damage this time.
I just realized he had shoot. Okay. Would have been good to know earlier, but that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is a practice run for fucking Palmasses. Alright, at the end of your turn, Robin is going to use a legendary action and cast Ray of Frost at you.
Wonderful.
Let's see.
Ray of farts.
Ray of Farts. Does a 21 hit you?
Well, yes, Jason, it does beat my 16 AC.
Farted on. Haha.
Yeah, you got get farted on.
Can I deflect missiles on a Ray of Frost?
No.
No.
It's for a physical thing.
I know, I'm being shit.
I think there's a Star Wars version that you can. Or,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like Reflect Force or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's actually okay. So right. Cause
Right.
right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, because technically he's qualified as a higher. He's not. So the. You take 16 damage.
I take 16 damage. Is that
Yeah.
already halved?
No.
Because I am raging and I am a bear totem bard.
No, it was 10 cold damage or 18 cold damage.
So I take
half.
9. Alrighty, still triple digits, baby.
Yeah, I forgot he was technically an 18th, which is our 18th level casters.
Oh, balsers, yeah.
It was 48, so just the one.
Okay, so I've got
so
him.
that was his legendary action. I believe it is
Randall's time.
Randall's turn, but legendary lair action. I mean, lair actions are going to be a thing.
I
don't actually know.
Gosh dang it. This is a good Christian stream. We don't say bad words like fart or piss or shazbot.
Like Geraldo there.
Yeah, we don't say his name in this house.
As a lair action, it's going to the Lich targets one creature can see within 30 feet of it. A crackling cord of negative energy tethers the Lich to the target. Whenever the Lich takes damage, the target must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the Lich takes half damage around the down, and the target takes the remaining damage. The tether lasts until initiative count 20 on the next round, or until the Lich is the target, or until the Lich or the target is no longer the Lich's lair.
Disgusting.
It's going to do June because you're holding it.
You can't. I'm holding his body this way with an axe flat blade in front of his chest. He can't see me.
Grappling him, right?
Yeah, but I'm holding him from his back like an
grappling
axe
doesn't have a directional component.
Well, it does if he wants me to have the thing I described. I don't know. I was just the way I described specifically holding him was such that I have his back to my chest.
Yeah, but I mean, even if that were true, he could still look down at you.
I feel like the Lich would probably turn his head. The Lich would probably just turn his head, and there would be a horrible cracking noise as his face met your face.
Yep.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is a solid point.
That's
I was
Oh, gross! Yeah,
Yeah, I've got you, fiend! And it goes, it's like...
Yeah, isn't that nasty? Yeah.
The thing emanates from its mouth into your mouth.
This Prince Adam-ass motherfucker. Yeah, he literally gets... Because he's like, ah! Like, he doesn't usually...
I'm like, Lichers should have a little bit of body horror, right?
We're not mouth to mouth, but we're linked mouth to mouth. It is your
fucking funny.
Any damage you take, I take now might hurt you, unless if you fail to save, it'll hurt you.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. Hold on, let me try that again. Here's
the check.
This guy from me. Chad, if you're confused, this is my very bad Joe Brandon impersonation that I use for a number of very bad jokes.
Sleepy Joe.
When you come back, will you bring me that shot glass that's over near you? It's on near the box on the thing over there.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I can't stop. It's not even that funny.
No, it's in this room.
Okay, so the way I've got this figured out is I have like the haft and then just a safe part of the axe head that I was doing this, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to do is sort of let go with my left hand and start doing like a spin attack like this thing.
Okay.
On him. So I don't have to like push him away or anything. I'm going to try to spend as little action as necessary to do this. Where I'm just going to like just spinning around in a circle with his axe, hopefully contacting him.
Next to the box, gotcha.
Okay. That's going to be with the great axe.
Roll me some attacks.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
I do get to attack twice, I guess, because of Paladin.
Paladins are stupid. Yeah, in the best way.
Paladins are stupid.
Paladins are my favorite class.
Plus, if you smite, you do extra damage because he's undead.
True.
Hey, Tim, I knew that. But he didn't know that, you nerd. The face he made, though,
How do you know who I
was
was talking to, June?
I assume everyone's talking to me because I'm self-absorbed.
I'm never talking to you.
I'm never talking to you or your kids again. It's not again.
I'm taking my ball and going home.
You're already home.
Attack 1.
Fuck.
Attack 2.
Yeah, let's roll. Let's go. What you got?
Apparently a 16 and a 15.
Those are both going to miss, unfortunately.
What?
Yeah.
I have...
You have an inspiration.
Yeah.
I did give you a birthday inspiration.
You did,
You can reroll one of them.
Well, let's go. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's advantage, everybody. I let go of the spooky gross guy and tried to hit him 3 times.
Well, you don't have to let him go to try and attack.
I don't?
No. That's not how grapple works. He's grappled until he breaks out.
So I can do like...
Yeah, you can literally still grapple him. You don't have to... You did miss. Okay. But it actually kind of makes sense because you guys are like up close and you're like struggling. Yeah. So you fucking go to get him like 2 or 3 and he fucking just like, no! Yeah, fuck you!
Avast you, fiend! Oh, I'll get you this time.
You're wrestling him real good.
He is going to use the legendary action.
God damn it!
Oh no!
And he's going to chill touch.
4 hours, my foot.
He's gonna do the thing I did to Rob. Ray of Frost, Rob. Michael Mouse over here.
What? Oh. Huh. You're just gonna...
Oh, look, pal! Catching strays. I didn't do shit!
Is that an attack spell or a save spell?
It's an attack spell.
Okay, so you'd probably have disadvantage from being next to a paladin.
That is probably true.
Is that a bacon?
Unless you have a way to not do that, which is fair.
No. I guess that's probably true. Okay, so I rolled better the second time. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to look at what my
nice.
It doesn't have a so what? All right, so spell attack bonus is the charisma plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
If
you look at his spell casting in the stat block section, it'll say there's like a paragraph at the top of spell casting that'll describe the attack bonus and the DC.
Thank you. Okay. I actually haven't rolled. His DC is higher than I thought it would be.
Lichers do not fuck around, especially with the magic side.
Yeah, I probably have been doing. It's fine. It doesn't.
It's fine.
At 24, Dylan is what it's attacking with.
You know, it's going to be pretty close, but I think that one just squeaks by.
Yeah, because it's. Yeah. No, you know what? I've actually been using the DC of the thing I have been using with the wording, so I have been doing the right thing.
Oh my God.
So this is D8. So
If you use Revivify on a dead guy, what happens?
Revivify only works within like a day or an hour or so, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Has not died of old age. Wait, can't revive a creature that has died of old age, nor does it missing parts. Okay.
Yeah, you have to be a whole person that's died recently. And
Well, it doesn't say recently. It just says if you died of old age. What if the Lich turned into?
Liches don't die from liches. Liches die from becoming liches. They have to do like a whole like ritual.
Liches,
Yeah, so
liches transcend their life essentially.
Fine.
Trevor, what are you doing over here, baby?
Just once, I would like the Final Fantasy idea of doing healing on a zombie to work in D&D.
Honestly,
in
I don't
3.5, undeads all took damage from heal spells.
Well, I'll
It
even
was
go
positive
to
and negative energy.
As a DM, I'm so on board. If you want to throw a healing spell at a fucking zombie, I'll reward you for it.
It's quite easily homebrewable. It's basically just the way positive and negative energy works is inflict spells heal an undead. So you cast inflict wounds on a lich, it would heal it. But if you cast cure wounds on it, it would hurt it. And that's
John,
really all there is to it. Is necrotic.
Yeah, honestly, I'm saying this now. That's how I like that as a DM. So if you going forward, like zombies and stuff, even if you remind me, like, hey, Jason, you said this, I'm like, yeah, cool.
Essentially, what the language of the rule would have to be in 5e would be undeads are healed by necrotic damage and harmed by healing.
All right, John, what you got?
Okay, so our moderately tall linebacker built red boy is with his little horrible beady eyes of horrible trauma.
He's in here with the big boys.
Yeah, he's looking up at the two big boys, seeing Torbjorn just kind of growing into his new form, grappling with another big boy. The camera zooms into his faceplate. The whites of his eyes and the shape of his dilated pupils are now fully visible within the inky black of his polarized visor. You know, superimposed footage of, like, you know, tokusatsu actors in like the kaiju and the robot costumes punching over cardboard buildings and whatnot, while like an ominous Kaya Sariaho cello sonata plays. Snap zoom back out. As a perfect ring of puke emerges from the seal between his helmet and his suit collar.
That's perfect.
Okay. Well,
all right. He's doing it.
Is the bar for the attack? What is happening?
Oh, he's just having an episode. He'll be okay in a second.
Okay, so that was just all flavor?
Yeah, that was all.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that was just.
That's a better token.
I would love it, John, if you're just like, I end my turn. Like, took that whole moment just to vomit.
Honestly, yeah, John is like an above. John is basically our above table bard. He inspires us in real life to play D&D better.
On your actual turn, John, what are you doing?
Well, he's a Sentai man, which means he has to have a projectile weapon. Now, on the sheet, it says hand crossbow, but because he's a... But it's a laser gun. It has to be a laser gun. It has to be. A Super Sentai...
That is acceptable.
Crossbow, unless you're like, I don't know, I don't know, unless Green Arrow decided to moonlight as like the Green Ranger or something.
You have a laser gun.
Yeah, he has a laser gun, and he's just gonna start shooting wildly, screaming.
You have the only laser gun on all of us.
You may want to move away from the owlbear because it will give you disadvantage on your attacks if they're arranged.
Oh yeah, I would step. Well, stepping back he'd have to.
Oh no!
If he moves, he has to take. It provokes an attack of opportunity, doesn't it?
It would provoke an attack if he moved.
Yeah. So your basically choices have disadvantage or provoke an attack.
It's okay, John.
He moved so fast his eyes left an after image.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're not really. They're not actually his eyes. That's the thing.
Oh no!
It's okay.
Okay,
I'll just move your guy. His eyes will catch up.
Yeah, I'm moving it. Okay, so
hold on. We're gonna take the attack of opportunity.
Yep. So,
ooh, actually, hold on.
No.
Hold on.
Eyeballs.
21 hits you. I assume a 21 hits you.
Let's see,
You'll
my
have to-
Constitution armor class is 16. Yeah.
So you're getting hit by a claws attack, so 2d8. You take 8 damage. No, actually, I'm sorry, 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
Finger. Yes. Sorry, I broke my finger a while back, and it fucking occasionally hurts the shit out of me.
I don't
Sorry.
like that.
Technically, I fractured this part of my middle finger, the very base of my middle finger. And every once in a while, I'll like adjust the thing with it, or I'll lift the thing with it, or I'll hit it. And my whole hand will just be like, "Fuck you" for a second. It's the worst.
Right, man. I feel that.
All right.
All right. So, John, that's your whole turn.
All right.
It feels like it's 10 time.
Can we go back into the room?
Oh, did you get skipped? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I skipped. I got skipped because I was in the bathroom.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
You're doing a duty.
Yep.
Yeah, how dare you duty on the street?
Okay,
Yes, cool.
so I'm gonna move 5 feet forward because my punches have a 5-foot reach from my
Nice.
astral self,
That's fucking nice.
and I'm. Who's ready for a reckless flurry of blows?
Let's.
I do love the tech for your blows. Like, that shit is dope. That's the best about an Astro Monk, is the range.
Alrighty, yeah, oh yeah, baby. I also realized I forgot to describe what Dancing Lion's astral projection looks like.
Oh yeah.
It is just a massive, another lion head, but much more alive and not taxidermied looking, made of a combination of mist and snow, just kind of hanging off of his shoulder and seemingly guiding his strikes. So, let's start with the first of these attacks. First, okay, does a 19 hit for the first one?
A 19 hit the Lich?
Yes.
I want to say yes, but actually, I have to stop block.
Oopsie.
I'll say yes, though. Yes.
Alrighty. And that is max damage, so that is 15 force damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So this thing, it's barely breathing, it's barely standing. I guess it's not breathing, but it's barely...
It never breathed, yeah.
Table.
Oh my god.
It looks fucked up.
We have shattered many of its bones, I feel.
Yeah, many of his bones are fucked up.
Second advantageous attack.
Your bones are looking
It's going to be a 25 to hit.
25 for sure hits.
Nice.
Again, max damage. Holy shit.
So how much?
It's another 15.
This thing is barely... Its broken pieces are falling off. It's weaving, it's bobbing, and it fucking looks gross.
Alrighty. So those are my 2 regular attacks. Here comes the first bonus action.
It's like,
First bonus action attack. Does a 15 hit?
a 15 will miss.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alrighty, last attack.
I couldn't hit him with anything under a 19.
I got the big number.
Yes.
One
Mhm.
night.
I would like to hereby retire the this 20 because this feels unfair. I'm concerned now that it might be loaded.
I have a question.
Yes.
How do?
Hey.
So,
Rip his head off.
as he approaches the Lich, DL steps back and just begins wailing into it. And with the last blow, he closes the 5-foot gap and just cracks the crown on his head in half as he pulls his head down to knee him in the face.
No. The crowd shatters, and he's laying there on the ground, very dying, and he looks up at you. And it's like his eye holes connect with yours, and he goes, I remember this. Then just, the bones are just bones.
Okay.
And then
Which
he
technically
goes,
he's not dying, just the magic is leaving his vessel.
And
God damn it.
DL just fucking Godzilla just steps back and Godzilla roars, and he goes, "I will remember this as well."
All right,
I assume the summon vanishes.
Yeah, actually, I guess that would make sense that it is a summons, right? That's how that works.
Normally.
All tokens the target player go away. Guys.
All right. Comment is over. I'm gonna pee again. Talk amongst yourselves.
Can we do that thing, Rob, from like Predator, where we do like the Dylan, you son of a bitch, with like 2 big fucking meaty forearms?
Yes.
Well done, brother.
Quite so.
Yes.
And when he does it, the arm of the Storm Lion just falls in behind him like a fucking echo of it.
Then
that's awesome. And after a few seconds, I just want another astral arm to try to go into his like his cookie satchel and like, would you like a gingerbread?
And you just see Barrelon just, and he looks at DL, and DL looks at him, and it's just a lion and a gross proxy of a lion looking at each other. DL nods. And Barrelon just puts a long astral paw out to you.
Here you go. And it's like little silk package with a ribbon tying off a single cookie with like a bit of paper in it to keep the cookie from breaking. Just like individual cookie.
He looks at it.
No, I'm not stingy. There'll be 3 in there.
He looks at it, attempts to do the knot, drops it into Dancing Lion's waiting hand, who then undoes the knot and hands it back to him.
Okay.
Okay, I have to pee first, but...
Holy shit.
I also didn't get silver, so I don't know if I'm watching silver.
Two we got.
All right.
So, go ahead, sorry.
In the meantime, just kind of like Tatsuya's just kind of staring at the wall. Kind of slow panning, like Tarkovskian in character, even as he just kind of goes, as you just kind of slowly hear him go, Kuroshite.
Kill him.
Are you doing okay?
No.
Don't, pal. I'll be in a second. I know what your problem is.
And he walks over and he pulls a bucket full of water out of nowhere, and he dips a long piece of cloth in there, and he dunks it. He gets it really soaked. And he goes, "We need to clean your ride up." And he wrinkles the water out. And he stretches it back out. And he dunks it back in the water, and he puts it up to your face to polish it. And then he grabs your head, throws the towel away, and dunks your head in the bucket over and over and over, getting all the vomit out.
This is the most.
He suddenly, like, Tatsuya just kind of like feels his helmet, notices that all of the puke in his helmet is gone. His face has not felt this clean since 22.
Wow.
And he goes,
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, pal. I told you you'd feel better.
That is wonderful. Alright. So, Where do
yeah.
we want to explore?
Tim, are you
next?
still gonna, how long are you large for?
It's a minute.
Okay, so we'll make you small again.
Sure. He looks kind of like this when he's large, but without the weapon.
It's zoomed out. You're way too small, man.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah! Send that
That's
to me.
dope.
Send that to me. So next time when we finish this, I can make another token for
You
you.
just deploy him.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, what are we doing? Which doors are we going in next?
Shall we try the next leftmost door? Delicious friends.
Before we do that, should I'm gonna do some
I'm
healing.
going in my square.
Oh, that's right. Does anyone need any of my special flavoring?
Yeah, I'll take some. Why not?
Come here, and he beckons you.
Oh boy.
How short are you?
Mickey Mouse is
sure?
probably like 2 foot.
Oh, he's just a little guy.
Come into my armored bosom and feel the glory, the love of all that is good. And he just like hugs you, and you smell like, orange and cardamom and anise and like warm spices and sugar. Just like inside of his armor is just the makings for the best cake there's ever probably been. You're like, do you feel better now? How much HP do you want?
At least 30 points.
Oh, I could give you. I'll give you 25, buddy.
Great.
That's half of my shapes.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, so you guys, the furniture in this room was a straw mattress and nightstand in
Thank you,
case the
that's very
visitors were
You're
once
welcome.
out. Hosted here, but they are long since succumbed to the passage of time.
Now you be safe out there and make good decisions.
Ha! I make no promises.
He just goes up here all proud, like, kids.
Let's check the next door then.
All right, we go into the next door.
Because 3D
3D
got
is
us nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
So what is the next door?
I guess the one that I can see.
So there's one on the inside wall. You can go back and see there are 3 other doors.
Do we want to do outside wall before moving to inside chamber, or are we that type of party?
Nah, I think the inside chamber went most leftist.
Okay.
Not.
That would be but
Wait.
I'm not
Oh,
seeing.
it's a dead end here. Okay, yeah, it is then.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a dead end. This aura really makes grays out the map. What does
Do
this
we
big
wanna
aura
go-
do again?
It's pass without a trace.
Okay.
Do we want to keep going out in this big donut-shaped room first before going into the interior?
This
Actually,
would be the
yeah.
left. This would be the left turn.
Or that.
You gotta get that one and shoot.
The labyrinth rule says that if you stick to one side of a wall, or it should be the maze rule really. If you stick to one side of any like maze or structure, you will eventually see all of it if you don't, if you don't go back and forth. If you just stick to one side and only ever go that way forever.
I'm good. Actually, but thank you.
Very good.
So it's not the only way to do it, but it may be the most efficient way to just pick left and only ever go left.
Thank you.
That's it.
Okay.
I've been burned by going left, and we can do whatever we want technically.
Yeah. So which room are we going? Which door?
I think the options have been laid out. Do you guys want to go to the leftmost door the way Torbjorn has it, or do we want to?
Thank you. Continue on the exterior wall.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm good either way. Going inside could make it. I don't know.
This shit is good.
Going inside, it could. Going inside could end up skipping content on one hand, but you always end up skipping content in a dungeon.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's not that important.
Exactly.
We'll do what we do. I
say
roll stealth It's a 17.
You get
stick my head in the door sneakily.
So 27?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was after the 10. I rolled a 4 on the die.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for your honesty,
Very
Tim.
good job.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for
Okay, was it 17 you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
still
Torbjorn. I'm not really trying to stealth anyway, realistically.
I mean, 17 is still pretty good, though.
It's not terrible. You have to have a +7 perception to passively detect it. Which is
So
not
four statues stand near the center of the room. They each depict a different orc champion, and their backs are to each other, so that they may face out ever vigilant to intruders.
Sounds like they're looking.
Indiel turns his head and kind of looks in. They are probably going to fight us.
Not unless we sneak past them.
That's very true.
Here we
Let's go.
Can I roll stealth?
I will
Alright.
too.
Do I see anything else in the room?
Not with that quick look, no.
I
get a 14.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you just stick your head in, right?
Yeah. I just take a look.
Oh, wow,
There's
17.
It's 4 orcs.
So there are 4 statues. Each depict a different orc champion. Also, with a 17, you would probably notice that there are odd black shadow-like shapes flying about the circle around the statues.
Okay.
Before I go
know about dark shadow magic here.
Seems like no problem to me. Hey, if something attacks me, then come in after me, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Toodaloo.
And I
Okay.
I rolled a 18 for stealth.
Hey,
Okay.
Rob.
Yeah.
Could you?
And I want to
I'm out of tobacco.
go to the far side of the
Just a
room
moment.
Thank you.
and
Yes.
oh no.
Actually, let me. I'll tell you what. Let me reveal it to the
Skinner.
so we can talk about.
Are you insane? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's like a Metroid puzzle up in there. There's some soldier guys. They're gonna.
Just
I'm waiting for it. There you go.
by the way, lowering your voice or whispering over someone else talking is essentially the same as talking over them. So don't worry too much about that.
Can you zoom out so we can see the room on the TV?
Oh. That's pretty cool. It's a cool ass room.
You're a cool ass room.
Yeah. So there's these 4 circles. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the direct center behind all of them.
Behind.
Yeah, like their back is
Yeah.
to me. The centermost.
You mean like in between them?
Yes.
Like.
Whoa.
Okay.
There you go.
To do that.
Yeah.
That was cool though.
You can
Zoop.
do like this.
Stop, I'm trying to delete it.
What the fuck just happened?
There we
I
go.
have no idea.
Dead ass.
Did we just kill Dylan's character?
Oops.
I mean, honestly, that's fine with me. He deserves that
Well,
fate.
I mean, did
There you
something happen before he gets to that point?
We'll find out.
No, I'm just saying, does he make it is the question, too.
Hold on.
Something might happen right at the edge of these runes or something.
Nastiness. That's the 4 from the Metroid Prime 4. I've seen that 4 before. Make me a video game 12 years later and see if I like it. Make me buy a new gosh dang console to play it, you friggin' frigs. My uncle worked at Nintendo, and you know what? Every time he fucked me, he gave me a cigarette.
Yeah, you do make it, actually.
What?
Weirdly enough.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
You're just in the middle. Nothing
Woo!
happens.
In that case,
And you got plus 10 to stealth while you were doing it.
if I've made it this far, I need to research a couple of things, so give me half a mile.
Yeah, take your second. Take your time.
Why is Rob tiny?
What? Yeah, why is Rob tiny?
I love
Rude.
tiny.
Why are you doing like that?
No idea.
No,
Look at what we've done.
You can just make it bigger. It's fine. Did you copy a new token over? Because for some reason this map is too big.
Yeah, like I said, I still don't really know how to do all that yet. We still haven't had that conversation.
Yeah, you changed some settings somehow, but that's okay.
I think I made that. I didn't change anything because what I did is I bought the VTT and they did all of the work for me.
Oh, it just scaled in a way you're not used to. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know what I want to do,
Okay.
but I need to make sure that it works.
Okay.
So I want to cast Wall of Force.
Okay.
Wall of Force is a spell that it's an invisible wall that springs into existence.
Okay.
With a spear radius up to 10 feet.
Okay.
Does 10 feet get me across from where my token is past the point of where the guards are looking out? Because 10-foot radius is 20-foot diameter.
Mm-hmm.
So if I force it on a direct center point from where I'm at, does 10 feet fully envelop?
Are you trying to be in the middle or where you're at right now? Because
my token isn't really
Let me get
blank,
you back
but
to where you were. You can hold down the Alt button to off-grid place things, by the way.
I guess right now.
There you go.
Right. What are you trying to do?
So I'm creating an invisible wall of force.
Mm-hmm.
So it's invisible. Each of the panels has to be contiguous with another panel. It would be because it's forming a spear.
We're just 10 though, 20 feet.
20 feet.
Do you see mine?
So,
is mine not showing?
we've got a commercial right now, so we can't see it.
Oh, okay. It's a 10-foot radius, you said?
10-foot radius, 20-foot diameter.
All right.
Which one's bigger?
Diameter's bigger.
Okay.
You don't, yeah, just get rid of the blue. I have it already. It's fine.
Well, I can't see it on mine, and also
I
the
can't
TV still.
see it. Oh.
Damn it.
In 20 seconds, you'll see it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't see it. You should be able to see everyone's thing.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
How do you not see it? It's right like.
I don't know. I remember reloading the page,
but. Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It is immune to all damage and cannot be dispelled by dispel magic.
Nice.
A disintegrate spell will destroy the wall instantly, but the wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall.
Nice.
Holy shit.
My intention then is to scurry up over the wall and walk out of the room.
How high is the wall?
As high as I'd like it to be. It could do 10-foot by 10-foot panels. So I want it to be
sure you can get over it.
as high of a ceiling as I can get and still climb over it. Yeah.
How are you climbing this wall?
With little mouse beats.
I could technically also cast fly on myself or levitate.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Is this concentration?
Yeah.
It is.
So then you can't do a fly.
You can't fly and do it.
Then maybe I just try to step. Girls.
Let's go.
Do you have Misty Step?
I don't.
I do.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's rather funny if
You're using Wall of Wind, right?
Wall of Stone.
Wall of Stone. Wind Wall. Okay, hold on. It was like Wall of Wind, you can just put anything.
I'm perfectly content with Mickey Mouse is dumb enough that he walled himself in, thinking that he's saved the day.
Cartoon!
I'm perfectly happy with that if I'm unable to climb over the wall. But,
you don't have to move in there. Wall of Stone, right? No. Yeah, Wall of Stone.
Yeah.
A non-magical wall of solid stone springs into existence at the point of your choice within range, which is 100.
You never had to be in the middle of it.
You don't have to be in the middle of it at all.
Okay, well then
I'll move your ass.
Yeah, you
No,
totally...
I'm sorry. It was Wall of Force. I apologize. Wall of Force. My bad. Not Wall of Stone. There's a lot of wall ofs.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wall of Ham.
It's Wall of Force. I'm sorry.
Wall of balls.
Wall of balls? Is
And that
not.
cake
I
is
mean,
fun.
I feel like Wall of Force also has a range of 120 feet.
Yeah, I'm looking up now.
I'm looking at it. It's range 120 feet.
Okay, well then.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll do that and leave myself a little pocket to.
Yeah, you can literally just be from around the room and just be like, blah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, an invisible wall of force springs into
Perfectly
existence
timed.
to your choice within range. Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
okay.
have to be in the middle of it at all.
Great. I do that,
So you just, for up to 10 minutes, you just make a wall of force around these statues.
and I turn to the rest of the party and go like,
Don't worry, they're blocked in. Da-da-da-ba-ba.
Okay.
Very good.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
there's a
What
wall.
did this accomplish? Mouse?
Well, I figured that the statues would come to life and attack us. So to keep that from happening, I walled them in with a wall of force.
Wow.
Impressive.
You have great
Take the
magical
impress-
power.
Alright,
What are we
so
going
there-
to do in 10 minutes?
Yes, you guys have, there are 4 doors. The door you came in, the door that on the bottom that you assume could probably go to the same area you were in. Given you saw a door that would have reflected it being there, and then there are 2 of the upper doors. We all going left again?
See, you said 4 doors.
Yeah,
I heard for a second 4 walls
I mean,
by John Cage.
technically,
And anyone
there
who's
are
heard
4.
that, that's what
Technically,
happening in his head.
technically there
Well, in a
are
way,
4.
there's one wall with 4 doors.
Yeah, I mean, technically, it could be one wall, I guess.
Depends on how you define one wall. But if these are just doors and if they're not separate pieces, they would be. There's no
Yeah, they're
corners,
just-
so it would be one wall.
Yeah.
Look,
So
we're very dangerously close to becoming analytic philosophers, so I'm putting the kibosh on this.
Okay, fair enough.
all right, so what are we doing? Which door? It looks like
I wanna look at the runes on the ground because I'm a rune knight.
Oh, and I should too.
I might be able to understand something.
looking at.
I'm
Well, so
trying
you're
to pull up the rune carver feat so I can double check exactly what I can learn from markings.
I do believe the runes are inside the wall of force, though. Is the wall of
You
force?
can see through it. It's invisible.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check because I've never.
Yeah, you're good. It just for a minute it was made of stone, so that's totally fair to be confused.
And can I give him advantage because I also have the rune carver background?
Yeah, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Get his little ass.
Mitchell, what are
Alright.
you doing?
Actually, what is your intelligence, Rob?
12.
Damn it.
Better than mine. I'm gonna assist you instead.
Sounds gooch.
So we're really not smart.
That is a 15.
15?
Yes.
You just
Is
sort
not.
of to learn the nature of these runes and perhaps what sort of magic they are
So
affecting.
15, it's not quite high enough. You do know that they're forming some kind of barrier, but you're not sure quite what with a 15, unfortunately.
You feel like you're pretty close, but you're not quite. You're just on the verge of discovering something.
Have any of you studied things of magic? I ask to everyone else.
Yes.
Terribly sorry, old friend. I was very bad at magic school. That's why they put me on the football team.
Well, see if you can read it anyway.
Righto, chap.
And he pulls out little small bespectacles that go on his nose.
Over his armor.
I do recognize these orcish fonts.
What's your actual int about like out of character?
Oh, my out of character int is number.
Or just me asking is out of character.
Did you have arcane?
My int is 11.
Okay, so you're the same as me. So you can try again though.
Yeah, we're getting Arcana.
I have Arcana.
Yeah. Oh, you have Arcana. Cool.
Yeah, actually have
Arcana.
training in that? Yeah. Okay, please.
I will.
Yeah, I have Arcana.
I'll use my rune knowledge to try and assist.
Hell yeah.
Roll an advantage.
Okay, let's go, everybody.
Yes. That does do it.
Roll.
One roll. Oh!
4.
Nice.
Okay.
Holy shit!
You realize that these runes function as an inverted magic circle, preventing the spirits that you can see flying by from escaping the circle unless the physical wards or other triggers are activated.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a fucking nat 20 on a skill that I get +4 in.
Nicely done, friend.
Would we know anything about like what's being held back from studying this?
Yeah. She would know it was like spirits.
Oh, what a very strange room this.
But like spirits of the innocent, spirits of the damned, like or is it just unknowable from the basis of studying
it's
the
unknowable. It just based on the magic isn't discriminating. It's just trapping souls.
Okay.
Also,
thank you.
No problem.
Okay. So you skip all this part, but I will say that you guys start to notice that there are objects at the bottom of each of the statues. There is a paired silver serrated short sword.
Ooh.
A silver great axe covered in barbs. A pike decorated with holy symbols of. Who got the Robert? Was it you who got the 20 other Khazgard? Because you could read the.
Yeah.
Khazgard the Radiant, and then a spiked shield, and a gem encrusted mace. It won't tell you what anything is specifically unless you guys pick it up or whatever, but. You see those items.
Based on that roll, would her character know that whether, like, should the souls be released, would they move on, or would they be restless spirits?
They would definitely not be. They would not be happy. They would be very angry souls.
Okay.
He would. I guess he would.
Randall
would get the idea that these would be very hostile. They would lash out. They would be released and lashed out.
Oh ho ho! Some children must stay in their rooms, if you all know what I mean. You have to put them on timeout whenever they're this nasty.
Yes, but what if someone less mighty than us sets them free in the future? By not destroying these evil spirits, we would be partially responsible for their deaths.
Well, I do know this much. They're not getting any of my new lemon sandies. Does anyone want one?
DL slowly and calmly turns his head and goes, "While I empathize with your position, brother, we are never responsible for the nature or actions of fools."
It's not about responsibility. Maybe I phrased it poorly. but we will play a role. But the more important thing is, as a proud warrior, I hate to leave a challenge unfought, knowing a lesser man might die to it. But this is the philosophy of my people. I don't think we're necessarily paid to do this, so I could be convinced to move on.
It is at this point that Randall will say, "No, we have Tontine. Brothers, bring your forearms into the circle, that we may discuss what level of heroism we shall do." Because remember, he is a paladin of heroism. Like, I agree with young brother Torbjorn. We cannot just leave.
I only have 2 arms. I can't bring 4 arms to you, friend.
You are ever the funny man, Torbjorn. I'm referring to the portion of one's middle of your arm. I just need your elbow, really.
You
just
need
this.
my elbow?
Well, not specifically. I mean,
just
the part where
point
the
my elbow at you. Like what?
Brother DL, please help me with this.
DL holds out his forearm, and while it is moisturized, it is still like a stony gray.
Yeah.
And kind of ashy, honestly. Still kind of ashy.
You see, Brother Torbjorn, this right here. That's what I need. Just figuratively. Let's all just talk real quick. How about that? How about
Why are we talking about arms? We have work to do.
God damn it. and yes, Brother Torbjorn, we will do this work immediately. However, Brother Michael, I have a step stool if you need.
Yeah, sure thing. That's pretty good.
He turns the bucket over and just sits on top of it.
Very well.
Where is that strange man who was with us before?
Brother Tatsuya, where are you? Oh God, he's right here. Hello, right.
Yeah, he's kind of exhaling like the Hey Arnold kid, and he goes,
"Oh dear God."
Sorry. Sorry, what?
Whatever we're going to talk about, let's do it in under 10 minutes, because that's when this barrier drops.
Right. We are on the clock. Brother Torbjorn has suggested that there is heroism, valor, possibly even blood and violence if we do a task.
We have a strange.
For others.
We get a problem.
If we
the heroism, blood, and violence together,
yes,
causes a cloud of Koyanis Katsu to play around him.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
Heroism's
always blood, he says.
Oh, right. There is typically a bit of shedding.
Just gonna leave
Brother
it there
DL.
and see how long it takes.
I'm not over what he said, if I'm being completely honest with you. That even Barrel on his throne for a loop, and I'd like to remind you, he's an astral being.
So what are we doing?
We're discussing that.
We're discussing philosophy.
The ghosts.
I'm gonna
Camera
open this door.
pan and upward, the Mufasa ghost of Alan Moore is smiling in the clouds.
What's in this
I would love to bring up a point. Is you guys are talking about killing the ghosts? Do you have a way to
Kill ghosts?
Release the ghosts?
I don't even know how that would be done.
Yeah.
What's in this room here?
Which room?
He's ahead of the pack.
Are you're gonna peek your head in?
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna open the door and stand in the doorway because it's in the middle of a square.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Tim, a regal-looking undead orc stands while swaying in the center of this room, holding a long sword entirely made of bone. The orc stops, looks up, lets loose a battle cry while raising her long bone sword. Everyone roll me initiative.
I'd be hammed you.
My question is, do we want to actually start doing this, or do we want?
We should probably make this a 2-parter.
Yeah, this would be the place to pin it, I'd say.
That's what I'm saying. I figured with how much content was left, we definitely do it harder.
Yep. Let's roll for initiative top of session next time.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll it next time.
I figured.
Yeah, we're just seeing how long the battle with the Wish went on.
That was fun.
It was great. I was just like, this is definitely not going to be
I load the
my one-parter streak. But yeah, it sounds very fun.
Oh yeah, true.
I cooked Mitchell his little nose.
That's a cute as fuck thing to do to him.
I got him.
So I think I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna give my thing to Tim, to being like, if Tim as a player knows what liches are. Can I roll to see if what my character would know, knowing like having just
liches are guys.
They're guys.
They sure as shit are.
Yeah, and Tim was immediately like, "What's the range we have to be worried about?" And I was like, "Oh, good, someone's paying attention."
Uh-oh.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I see June dragging this lich around, parading it around. I'm like, keep that thing away from me.
I don't want to see that guy.
Honestly, for me, I'm glad I got some practice as a lich, because I mean, we all know Vecta's coming at some point in Palmassus, and that'll be good that I have some lich experience going into that.
Hell yeah.
It would have been really funny if we just threw a bunch of thermal detonators into the room. Oh god, there's a lich in there! Frag out!
Well, the thing about liches, though, while you killed him, he's not dead.
It's that lich will come back in 1d10 days if we don't find and destroy its phylactery.
Yeah, that's why I look at Rob and be like, I will remember you, because it's gonna hold a grudge.
So it thinks we're not going to find its phylactery, and we may not, but if we do, it's going to be a bad day for that guy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, undead versus undead, which is always it.
Yeah, but undead who will just keep coming back.
This is Frankenstein versus.
This is why liches are the perfect campaign villain, because like you could have the party encounter them pretty early on and kick their ass and kill them, and then they could even destroy the phylactery and think they got him, and then there's a second phylactery hidden somewhere, and that enemy can just keep popping back up.
Yeah, my head.
They also make great lower level villains who are serving a greater master for the same reason that they just keep coming back.
Tim, I believe it is your turn.
I love this character. He's an old character I used to play in the Sunday campaign until I switched to Delight. I enjoyed getting to talk about the philosophy of his people. Essentially, he's not saying it's my fault if I let something live and it kills someone, but he's saying, why shouldn't a warrior like me put them down? Who else will? Kind of thing.
And that actually was like in character that really spoke to DL to stop being about it, because he was like, that's actually kind of all of what I am about.
Also, Tim,
he's basically from a proud race of monster slayers that live in the wilderness, and he takes on the role of the protector of his pack, and like patrols the area, basically takes down any giant monsters that might threaten them when he's not off doing mercenary work. But then there's the other side of the coin with Torbjorn, is he is 100% a mercenary. He's gonna send this money back to his clan, so he wants to have a noble battle, but he won't force it if he's not getting paid to. But also, and like it was fun to just like have that conversation, which was really just incidental to the actual situation, because I have no idea how to access those ghosts or how they will come into play. I feel like we'll find out. But it's just it's fun to be this like just this force of nature who's like so confident and like is like, someone has to fight the scary things. I'm the guy.
I might as well be me.
Yeah, no, that's honest.
It's like, this is what my purpose in life was trained for. Let's see. As far as other people, the whole camera zooming in on his pupils bit with John, which is to some degree also a thing I'm happy I did, was illustrated.
Yeah.
That whole bit.
You get killed in service for that.
Yes. I think this will be the first of many collaborations, John. I need to start doing silly doodles of the things you say as part of the content.
Collaborative visual gags, yeah.
Tim, will you send me that image of
Yeah.
your beast form so I can make a token for it?
Yeah.
Hell.
Also, I had a thought earlier, and I'm like, speaking of the Tim John collaboration, that looks like the ice cream pops of the Power Ranger.
Yes.
that's so. It would come out melted and have the fucking eyes and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like the Power Ranger head pop, like for sure.
Help me, I'm goopy.
I hadn't known. I wanted to throw it out there, but John, please go ahead and tell us your favorite and everybody else's.
Hurrah, you fucked me!
I'm very proud of the vomit ring.
Yes.
that was sure something you did. That was sure something you did.
As for what someone else did, I gotta say, Dylan, your jabroni characterization of Steamboat Willie Mickey was consistently entertaining.
Michael Mouse. I love that we just decided it was Michael Mouse and then you just ran with it.
Michael Mouse, famed mouse auteur.
No, Dylan didn't even run with it. We just started calling him Michael.
And it was just because Randall just calls people by what he assumes their full name.
Our collective party IQ is probably like not that high. So.
No.
We all just started being like, oh, his name is Michael? I guess we're calling him Michael now.
My int is 11. There's no way.
What's everyone's int? I'm just curious.
No.
11.
How dare you?
Recheck. What did Tim say?
Oh!
Tim, what did you say?
11.
8.
2 11s, a 12, an 8,
12.
and a 12.
Oh, so 12. 12
Yes.
is the highest.
2 12.
We don't have more than a +1 intelligence in the party. This is the best party ever.
Jason and Dylan know why that's even funnier.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That Yell of all characters has the highest int in the party.
Oh, boy.
All right, Dylan.
My favorite thing that I did was probably cleaning the vomit off.
That was a great visual gag.
Just this absolute like old Popeye cartoon, like a front.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite thing.
His big gloved hands.
My favorite thing that somebody else did is June. I really enjoyed that your character had these like, I baked these things for you. Here, like, don't forget. Here are these like, you never let the character drop off at any point. Like you were consistently like, nope, I'm gonna prepare for the party. Here are these cool like things. Everything had a purpose and a place.
Yeah.
And the food was detailed. It was just really, really nice detail work with your character.
I really
enjoyed that a lot.
I'm hungry.
Agreed.
I can imagine delicious cookies. Thank you.
I imagine him and Stephanie are close.
I like to think that I have started with a massive family of the two outcasts. Most outcasts, like I'm heading towards the least outcast sibling at some point. But like Randall, I'm gonna go out and make my family proud.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's also just kind of.
I imagine like she definitely looked up at him at some point.
At some point, like
she's like, oh, he went his own thing. I should go do that.
Other than the mouse, we just accidentally created like a wholesome himbo party. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
Why
John's
are you-
character isn't wholesome either, but
Mickey Mouse's himbo is fun.
the modern Mickey Mouse cartoons
Well, yeah.
do make it. He could just be a himbo guy.
Oh,
They-
he is.
those modern cartoons.
I guess he doesn't fit the himbo archetype physically, but he does spiritually.
Fucking
I mean, that's like saying
faces on Goofy and
is
Donald.
Loki a himbo? Because Loki kind of himbo.
I don't know that I'm gonna give Loki to
No.
himbo.
Too smart.
I mean, you can be smart and real dumb. You can be real smart and real dumb.
I think he thinks he has a higher charisma stat than he does.
That's
I
true.
would give him that.
So I think it's June's turn.
It's
Yeah.
me. I liked how Randy was just like a general wholesome individual. Like I didn't even attack anyone in anger yet. In fact, if the Lich hadn't been felled by DL, I was gonna be like, okay, I didn't want to do this, and just like a spin attack around in a circle and just smite as many times as possible and just vortex him into radiant hell.
Oh my god.
That's what I was gonna do.
Just hit him with the Devil May Cry juggle.
Precisely. This is not what I wanted. Ching, 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 ching. That kind of thing. Yeah, he's just sort of disappointed at you while he kills you. As far as another person, I do love how DL and I were immediately just homies. Just like, brother DL, what do you think we should do?
It's fun that we both picked, like, what definitely felt like riffs on the Tacitus voice.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, we both... I realized that as I was, like, working on him the last time I concepted the character. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, I'm just doing Tacitus. Oh shit, I'm just doing Tacitus. So is it my go then?
It's you.
There you go.
Okay.
Bring it up. Let's go.
Okay, so for myself, this is a build that I have been working on for like a fucking year now, and it is
since fucking
it is very satisfying to see how well it pays off.
Yes.
I am having a shitload of fun with just everything I'm able to do with this character. For someone else, I've got so many
choices.
Good choices. But honestly, I want to give it to Tim for a small moment that was a great character choice, which was, instead of going giant size and squaring up to hit the Lich, you went giant size to square up and hit the Owl Bear. And I just loved that he, like, realizes I am facing down a Lich, immediately make a practical decision
to just bear instead.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, big thing that will give action economy to enemy. I just go and deny. And then if the Lich hadn't died, the owlbear would have been around for longer, and I would have just been wailing on it.
It would have been really fun, and I was honestly torn between joining you or wailing on the Lich, but I'm glad I stuck to the Lich.
Yeah, my logic was just like, Lich, I don't know shit about. Owlbear, I've killed hundreds. I thought
would
go.
I thought that was
Tim,
such a subtle interaction.
I sent you a picture too.
Also, to be clear, I was going to explicitly blinding smite the Lich, but I reckoned he would not be able to see us and thus could not hex us.
Pretty good, yeah.
So you would have been kill him. I was going to order.
It probably would have been tough to overcome the save, but once that happened, that would be a skill. That would be a good strat for sure.
I mean, if basically I was waiting coiled in excitement for the moment that Jason said the phrase legendary resistance, because I was just going to be like, hey, you know how when I can't beat a boss in Elden Ring, I spam L2? We're about to spam L2, baby.
Honestly, I realized I had legendary resistance after, like, not using them, and then didn't have to make them again for a while, so I forgot. But, like, yeah, that's why I said it's good for me to learn this going forward, especially with resistance shit. Like,
it's also just like, it's a thing I always forget to do too, but like as the DM, it's really easy to just drop down creatures and be like, okay, I'm done, but just taking like 5 minutes to just read definitely comes in handy.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for next time, I will prep a little bit more too.
Like for sure, I do exactly the same thing, so I feel you. So not a criticism, just more of an observation.
We will save the next chapter of this for the next time we do a one shot.
Hell yes.
Or back to Palimustus next week. I do want to make a statement that I would maybe after this mission or whatever we make a stop in Soul Sphere.
Yes, okay. I would love.
I think that would be so fun.
I have been
in the chamber.
Dancing Lion with character.
Yeah, I'm not going to put any pressure on it. We still have several weeks before we finish the chapter. I have been wanting to go back to first. I have been missing tooth and nail so bad. I would love if you were up to run something.
Yeah, I'm up to run it.
what I will, since we have a majority of people, I'll check with Jack here, but since we have everybody that's probably going to be playing this minus Jack, if and when we do that, I may make the request that we bump back some of the character levels.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel comfortable running characters at level 11.
Yeah,
I'm not
fair.
there yet.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
So we were 8. You're talking about going to like
Probably to like 4 or 5.
That's
reasonable.
Cool.
Just
5 seems
we were
chill.
on drugs, or it was the result of the portal through that made us level 8 for that one mission, and now we're back to a raising. Or however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll make it work. I've got a plan. I actually have the first session plotted out. So the other thing I would ask is, Tim, would you mind terribly if we ended up recording that? Could I get the recording and like edit it down and like get it nice and chopped up?
Sure.
And
You
stuff?
mean just like the raw video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Because
I can do that for you.
No, yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yes.
For sure.
That's generally why I kind of audio it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Like honestly, I wish I sat down and I would get around to sitting down and learning editing, because this content would be a lot better as YouTube releases. So
honestly, as someone who has experience with it, it's not super hard. Honestly, you could probably take like a Skillshare or fucking like a master class or something.
It's one of those things where like you get in your own head about something, you know what I mean, and it like feels daunting, even though you should just sit down and do it.
Tim, as someone who did it as a 18, 17, 19-year-old, like you, I promise you, I know what kind of artist you are. I know how talented you are. You could crush it if you decide to do editing.
I think
you crush it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, stage 1 of that process really would just be to, like, take a piece of footage, cut out, like, dead air, basically.
Yeah.
And that's just that simple. See how much is left. Or cut out boring math, cut out looking up spells.
It doesn't matter. Especially us bullshitting back and forth and stuff, you know, like it's cool if, like, we're making jokes and stuff, keep that in, but, you know, if it's not super relevant, cut that shit down.
Yeah.
Make it 15 episodes.
I could even, and then as I get more practice, I could do things like, you know how like sometimes we'll make a joke at the beginning of the session and then something will happen that like calls it back. You can just like
being able to do that.
Yeah, sticking it back in. Or just I can
Absolutely.
do silly effects. Anyway, yeah, good game, y'all.
See you next week. Dylan, drive safe. We're back to Pilot Mustos next week.
Hell yes.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Amazing people.
As always, text us when you get.
Yes, we love you. Bye.
Okay. Let's see. Well, we still have 2 viewers. Let's raid out. So
Yeah, raid out.
A minimum threshold of 2 people in a raid.
That is accurate to science.
And
Alrighty.
we're gonna go raid out. We've essentially become. What I've started doing is raiding out to my friends Grasshopper and Marcellus Knight, who are my streamer friends, and they do a podcast every Tuesday, which is a very chill, hangouty.
Okay.
Oh, Sev is in this one. Nice. So we're gonna raid over there. It's just kind of hanging out with the homies on the Facebook. Wait, is this ending, or is this on? Wait, let's go back. I could raid Marcellus probably. But yeah, these are the guys I met playing Scum, and they really helped my channel actually kind of grow. Because
Fantastic.
You know, just like lots of raids and working together and stuff. Okay, there. Wait, that's. I guess we'll go to Marcellus's side. Is this ending? I can't tell. I don't want to send you over there if it's ending.
Alrighty.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
Hey, Tim. What are you playing tomorrow night?
Oh, for the one shot? Is it a Star Wars one? I forget.
Yeah.
Yep. 8th level. I'm doing a given artificer engineer.
Nerd.
She keeps saying that, and then asks me to repair her lightsaber.
I don't need your help with that.
Her lightsaber is like just covered in like marks, like an old beat up Zippo.
It's fine. It works.
We
But I
probably
need
don't have
it
2
to.
viewers anymore. Yeah, let's just end the stream. I don't
If
know
we
what's
sh-
happening
and just-
over there, but
Just like it turns and it's like, if a machine could
okay. All right, folks. We had a great time. Hope you had fun. Hope you had a laugh, even if it was at our expense. And I hope that if anything's weighing on you, it feels a little bit lighter after hanging out online with friends. Until next time, bye.
Green. It's still green.
Say bye,
That's
everybody.
a good color for a sailor.
How is your crystal covered? How is your kyber crystal?
Say
so
bye,
like-
everybody. We're ending the stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.